What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the segment podcast, episode 163. There's Johnny U.
Hey!
Johnny in the studio. What's up?
Entrance.
What's up?
What's going on, kids?
Love that. Love that escalator entrance. That is awesome. Joey Yates was just showing us something really cool backstage. Joey, I don't know. But Joey is going to be making a necklace for Johnny U, and I think that's going to be right.
No, we should do spin the wheel for
that.
That.
Charm bracelet.
That should be a giveaway.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Put it in a little vial.
Yeah.
Look at this crew you got here tonight. My sister just joined in. What's up,
Yeah.
Tara?
Yeah,
Nice.
What's up, Tara? We got Spokesman in the house. Hello. I think he is actually in California, which is cool. We got MTB TNA out of Miami. That's a fun background thumbnail thingy, she says, as Johnny takes a big gulp right there.
Water, man. I am so dehydrated from tonight.
Tonight's going to be a fun episode, 163. We've got a plethora of people that we're going to be calling like radio style. We got this audio board here. We've got the cell phone ready to go. We got a list of people, and it's all about pearls, lessons. Like, what is the biggest lesson that you learned, or what's the coolest thing that has happened to you this year? And we have a very cool spin the wheel that we put together. Joey, go ahead and hit him with the spin the wheel real quick.
Now?
Give him a little.
The wheel disappeared. I'll add it right now.
Oh yeah, just give him a little taste while we do that.
These kids over here.
Yeah, we got Eric riding dirty out of Arizona in the house tonight. Says, "Yo, what's up, people?"
Maddie, Trail Pimp just joined in. Just got to Palm Springs. 110 now. I feel you, brother.
110 in Palm Springs.
Look at me, I'm trying to take over. It's your podcast.
No, this is great, man. This is the studio. The studio and the stage is all ours. So whatever you guys want to do and say, it's the internet. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not wearing pants.
Yeah, Johnny, don't stand up. We'll keep them down. Let's say hi to some other folks here. We also have, we got Johnny U in the audience. What's up, kids? What's up, kids?
How am I there?
Yeah, you're in both places. You're in the green room and on stage. We got the Dusty Dutchman. What's up? He says, fam, good to see you, JT. We have, the talented and the exquisite MTB Kaz is in the house. What's
Ladies
up,
and gentlemen, Kaz Ozeki.
Kaz Ozeki hits the ball to first, and the runner at first is safe, and that is Kaka, MTB Sheen Queen. What's up? What's up, Kim? Welcome aboard all the way from Michigan. I always love to see her on the show. She is a ripper and a half. There you go. Tara Zarek is in the house.
He says it right. That's why I appreciated that today. You said my last name right.
I did.
Use Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it right. It's not easy.
It's like Derek with the ooze, with the
use.
You
got Marty, folks.
Marty's in the house. What's up, Marty? Good to see you all the way from name that place, Johnny.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
How's Horny?
Yes. What number was Horny? I forget.
62.
62. Oh, nice accent too.
You got to fill people in what you're talking about.
He has a cow. Named Horny, and it's got a number 266. I knew there was a
266. Marty says.
My apologies, Marty. Marty's the man.
He's definitely the man. Definitely the man.
Has Marty climbed the summit?
Oh, Marty, have you climbed the summit? Have you climbed the summit, Marty?
I don't know. There's a new TV show on reality show where they're climbing the summit in New Zealand.
This is going to be great. Yes, and I'm sure he has. And I'm sure number 266 has as well. And Trail Pimp is in the house, which is awesome to see Trail Pimp. Trail Pimp is hitting Snow Summit tomorrow. Yeah, last weekend. I didn't realize it was the last weekend.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I think with the line fire and everything, hopefully it should be.
Right.
We'll see. Hopefully it's all clear and everything. But without further ado, we got a lot of people on this roster. Let's do it.
Fanboy it tonight. I know it. I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. I'm just gonna log out here. By myself? I'm not good at being by myself. Just get the wheel back. My intro to my podcast.
Let's get the wheel out here, Joey. And who is the first person that we need to call? Let's hit him up.
What? Well, we didn't even talk about a whole shot, Mark. You're
Oh
missing
man,
step
Jeez.
one.
My gosh,
Did I win it?
whole shot award. Get this, you guys. The whole shot award. I reached out to Pelli Premium Bike Care, and they are going to give the whole shot winner some Pelli Bike Care.
I just saw
Yes,
it is.
it's happening.
Dude,
It
this
is
guy
happening.
could use some Pelli too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey
Yeah.
can.
No, this
Oh,
guy.
there's Johnny. Mark is excited.
It'll
I
last
am.
forever.
I am excited. I'm excited. MTB TNA. Joey, read this one for me because I know you like to read these.
Oh, tell Horny I say moo. He'll know what it means.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Sheen Queen right there. She's saying Mark didn't do the whole shot last week either, Joey. Man.
Oh, geez, I leave 1 week and you fall
It's true.
apart.
It's true. Followed apart. Yeah, last week I was like nervous and everything. I don't know what was up with me.
I couldn't even see last week, so
Oh, here we go. Okay, let's so
Whole
for the
shot?
whole shot award, who is the whole shot winner for the Pelli Premium Bike Care
this
tonight?
guy's bike is always dirty.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
And the winner is
Drum roll.
oh
Drum
yeah,
roll.
here we go.
I was ready. Oh, and
let's-
he even calls out.
Yes, there you go. Hey, congratulations, Eric, riding dirty. You're going to be getting some Pelli Premium Bike Care. Johnny, tell him what he's won.
You won some PelliBikeCare cleaning solution.
Yes.
I don't know what else. What else? What did they
He's
get?
gonna have to
Did they
change
get
it to
water?
riding clean.
Riding clean. He's gonna
Oh,
go for
Riding clean. The new Eric.
Pelli,
the new Eric.
get your Pelli now.
Yes,
It's not-
yes.
I lost
Octo Dad says, congratulations. Brian Gong just showed up. He says, whoa, yo. Yes. And Riding Dirty, he's going to be filming at the YT Mill and the YT Trails this weekend with that new SN. So we're looking good with that. Yeah. I could shower with it. Yeah, he'll be at the mill tomorrow. Oh,
I
yeah.
actually did a reel where I showered with it. So
Yes. Yes, you did. You did. Well, she's guys, since the roster is so big, we have an hour. Let's go ahead and jump on it. Joey, go ahead and give us that spin the wheel. Who's the first person we're going to reach out to tonight?
Ooh, let's see.
I'm gonna fanboy the whole night. Sorry.
I know, me too.
I'm gonna
You guys
fanboy.
ready?
Yes, ready. Here we go.
Oh, I feel sick.
You feel sick?
Yeah, because I'm gonna fanboy, and I know I'm gonna make an idiot out of myself.
I feel sick too because I hope this technology works.
Damn, Mother Earth.
Yeah,
Oh,
can we call
Mother
Cam?
Earth. Well, we can't call Cam quite yet. He's on the
Okay.
trail. He said closer to 7. So close him, but don't remove him.
We'll close them. We're not removing.
Yeah, that was a good test run just to see that
Yeah, good
everything
one.
was fine. Yes.
Of course,
This
it
is
was
gonna
Cam.
be
He's
this is
gonna
gonna
win.
be awesome. Yes.
He's gonna win. It spins so smoothly.
Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, look at this. Madison Pitts. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
let's
dude.
give Madison Pitts a call. And let's find out. The question that we're going to ask Miss Madison is what is the coolest thing you learned this year? What's the coolest lesson? Or it could be what's the coolest thing that happened to you? Here we go. Let's see if we get Madison Pitts on the line. Call it now. Oh my God, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous?
Oh, I feel
Well,
sick.
I know, right?
you have all these people on speed dial. It's awesome, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a celebrity, man.
What's up?
Hey. We got Jared and Madison and AP in the studio. This is Mark Hill, Johnny Yu, and Joey Yates from the Segment Podcast. What's up?
Hi.
What's going on, guys?
Hi. Hey, wanted to say thank you for first of all, your voice is live and on the air. And
Hello. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark.
hey, Maddie, what's happening?
What's up? If you want to say hi as well.
Let's see.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, AP, what's up? We got a whole slew of people here in the live chat. MTB Sheen Queen says Madison sends him the voicemail. That was like a scenario that could have happened.
Oh. Okay.
Right? So real quick for the three of you, the question is, it's like a Pearl type of show. Like, what are some of the coolest lessons that you learned this year, or what is one of the coolest things that has happened to you guys this year? We'll start with Jared. Let's start with you, and then AP, and then finish it off with Madison.
Ooh, man.
It's a hard one.
Coolest lesson for me. So I travel a lot for work. We just calculated the other day that I've spent more time in the airport in the last 2 months than I have at home.
Oh, geez.
So a lesson for me this year is to take more time for myself, to be home and be present, and spend time with my friends and family.
Oh, Jared, I love that. I love that. That's a
Yeah.
great reminder, especially for all of us that are going to be getting busy with the holiday season coming in. That is a good one, brother.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
Solid
it.
answer.
Solid answer. Solid answer.
Wasn't really riding related, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no, it could be anything. It could be anything. We all are attached to the bike and related to the bike, and we all have our lives in and around the bike. So, dude, I love that one. That was good.
Basically, what he's saying is that he needs to take out more time to ride his bike because he never gets to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Good point.
true. But what he does, and he makes those riding clips, they are nasty good. Jared
I
shreds.
appreciate that.
You know, you gotta yell at him though because I get clips of him all the time and he never posts them.
We want more Jared. We want more Jared.
Very much.
Yeah. AP, how about you? Let's move over to you. You and the Olympics and all that stuff. I'm sure that there's something that you've gleaned this year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Probably one of my peak life experiences was going to the Paris Olympics this year. Working, not participating, obviously. Every time I come back to the Olympics, people are like, "Oh yeah, how'd you do?" I was like, "I was not competing." Thanks for thinking I was. But yeah, it was just for me. I guess this is like kind of work related as well. But I've been with USA Cycling now for 5 years as of October 1st, so just the other day. And in 5 years, I never thought that I'd go to 2 Olympic Games for work, and only being 28 years old. And this time I was kind of running the show for all things media relations and communication. So
Damn.
you learn a lot every time you go to an Olympics, and
Wow.
you never know what you're getting into. But it was one of the most successful Olympics, like performance wise, and as far as media relations and communications, everything that I was handling, like it was smooth sailing, and all the prep that we did going into it, stuff that I had no idea what I was doing that I learned along the way. It all came together, so that was cool.
Dude, that is cool. Well, that's a big deal, man. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be doing something that large as young as I am in my job already. So
Dang.
pretty cool.
AP.
Life speaks for sure.
AP, that is cool. Like, just take the bull by the horns and go for it, and like kind of learn along the way. And then next thing you know, they're handing you the reins. My God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rick, that's crazy. That's crazy. Johnny and Joey, what do you guys want to? You guys have anything to say to add to that?
Just fanboying.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm just
I
sitting
know,
there
right?
fanboying. I can't believe I'm on the segment, and then all these people are coming on.
So many talented people. It's crazy.
This is awesome.
And then there's
AP,
me.
Thank you for sharing that. Johnny's like, he's stunned over here as well as I am. It's that's freaking crazy. That's awesome,
Madison.
right?
I love her stuff. I
I
love
know.
watching her stuff.
AP is awesome. MTB.
Believe me, half the time I can't believe it either, and then it all happens 30 days of Olympic Games, and I'm like, holy crap, what did we do?
That is so that it can't. It's like that's one of the biggest stages you could think of. The Olympic Games. Good. Anything that you learned from that as far as like being scared and overcoming fears when you were going through that you can like help share with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, like I was kind of saying, there's no manual of how to go to the Olympics or work the Olympics for all these different things. Everybody handles it differently, and it's not like anybody trained me on how to do it. You just kind of live and learn. And I learned a lot from the Tokyo Games, but it is kind of just one of those things, like even like riding a bike, like do it scared, and you kind of learn along the way. And it's it's a pretty cool experience when you just stay committed to all of it. And I don't know, like you have confidence in what you're doing, and you can kind of overcome anything that is thrown at you. Like we're put in all kinds of situations at the Olympics, stuff that we weren't prepared for or didn't have a plan going into, and it's just thinking on your feet and just having a game plan and like not getting too worked up and just kind of attacking the task for what it is, I guess.
Wow. That's
crazy.
That's freaking crazy. That's awesome.
Right.
Hey, I know that's big. AP. Thank you for sharing that. Holy crap. And Madison, talking about fears, yes, go ahead, Johnny.
Oh no, I thought we were talking to Madison. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Screwed up.
We're talking.
I got mixed up.
But for
Too many people swirl.
And we talked about fears. MTB Sheen Queen just popped in the chat. I learned an awesome lesson from Madison Pitts this year. The MTB races are not something to be scared to try, and it's just riding down the trail while someone times you. Yes. She also says, finally got the courage to sign up for some races and found out racing is really just like getting to ride with friends on the weekend. There you go.
That was from the Bentonville podcast, correct?
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
that was the encouragement Madison gave to Kim
That was
for
awesome.
the Bentonville podcast. That's right.
She took it and ran with it, or raced with it.
She did. Now she's got some bling and some jewelry, that girl.
That's
Dang.
awesome.
That's so awesome. Madison, coming over to you, when it comes to lessons that you kind of gleaned throughout this year or cool things that happened to you, what would you like to share?
You know what? Like, so I'm not going to lie. You texted me earlier today, to prepare me for this phone call. And I appreciate it. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I could talk about this all day, right? Like we always have things that we're proud of, things that we've learned, hard things that we've conquered, whatever, should be able to talk about this. And I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, what have I done this year, right? I kept on thinking about this year. It's October. What have I done? What have I learned? I could not come up with a single thing. I was stressing. I was on this beautiful climb, like absolutely gorgeous climb with my friends, with AP and Jared. And I was like, I was stressing. And I was like, man, and then I started getting like down on myself. Like I haven't learned anything. Like, of course I've learned like little things throughout the year, but like nothing like that is good to brag about. And that, like I could share with people to really like encourage them, whatever. And I was like getting down on myself. You know what? Right there was a life lesson. Like it doesn't matter if I haven't learned anything or if I don't have anything to like talk about to really like brag on. It's okay. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the lesson.
This year, like for me, this year hasn't been like, I haven't really like, when I was talking to AP about it, she's like, oh, like, have you conquered like a new jump or anything? I was like, no, I haven't. I haven't like stepped outside my boundaries, conquered any real fears. And then I was kind of down. I was like, dang, like that sucks, but it's okay. There's always the rest of the year. And I will say right after that, we dropped in and then there was a drop coming up and I was really scared and I did it.
Nice.
We conquered it. Yeah.
That's a good lesson right there, is like, don't, it's okay not to be too hard on ourselves. We're all going through life and things happen. And, the year isn't even over yet. This is, and it's good to check in with yourself and be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
MTB Sheen.
I wish I had something way cooler, but I don't.
That's actually really good, Madison. That's actually really, really good to just be reminded that we don't always have to be on the gas all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. MTB Sheen Queen, I know you can't see it because you're on the phone here, but it says Madison is so motivational. Love that attitude and acceptance of it's okay. Yes.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
She's
Maddie.
amazing.
There you go, Maddie. Madison, and thank you so much for your help with the slalom races a couple weekends back. I got the gate down and the video drops on Monday. And there's actually a shout out to Madison Pitts in there.
Oh, sick. I gotta watch that.
Yes. You might shake your head and go, damn, he's slow, but hey, I did it. Oh, and for the folks that were tuning in, Teddy Parker had a good one, and Kim also. I had a picture of Madison, Jared, and AP up on the screen so you guys would know who we are talking to. So I'll go ahead and keep rolling that. Madison, Jared, and
Great
AP.
team.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best, and I'll talk to you all soon.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, love you guys.
Love you too. Bye.
Dude, there you go. That was crazy.
You're just the man. You just pick up your phone. I'm like some of the biggest names in mountain biking. I'm just gonna look at you. You're a COVID rider and you're shredding and you know everyone now.
I don't know everyone. And what happened was Joey and I were at the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival and someone left their phone and it had all the numbers in it. So I just kind of, copied.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how it happened.
I got a wallet. All the money. Said Steve somebody, and then there was some spokesman stickers in there.
The spokesman says, "This is super cool stuff." That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was really cool. Yeah, good lessons. It's kind of like when you drive by those fancy homes and you're like, man, I wish I could talk to those people and find out what they're doing. Like this is something we're just gleaning some lessons that people are learning or wanting to share that are related to us and the bike, like on and off the bike. Joey, what do you guys think? Let's pop it up. Let's go to another one because man, we got so many. Look at that.
Yeah, we're gonna be here all night, Mark.
I know the numbers are dwindling. Oh no! All right, Johnny, you call it out. Who is it gonna be?
It's Maddie.
Maddie. All right.
Look at that trail pimp, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be called Trail Pimp. Coming to you live from North Star.
Yes. Here we
It's
go.
closed, ain't it?
I can't wait for this. He's gonna have a cane and the top hat.
Yo, what's happened? This is Mr. Trail Pimp. Your voice is live on the air with the Segment Podcast Studio with Johnny U and Joey Yates. What's up, bro?
Nice. What's going on, homies?
Hey, what's going on,
Look
man?
at this kid coming on.
Pimpalicious spokesman says.
Pimpalicious. That's right.
Pimpalicious.
Spokesman's a legend, man. You guys been watching what Spokesman's been doing lately on his channel? He's like traveling the United States and going to all these cool places and making these amazing videos. I can't stop watching it. It's crazy. It's just like I'm binge watching Spokesman every day.
Yeah, he puts up some amazing content, man. I love his stories.
Incredible.
Yes.
He's living the dream.
I'm hoping he's gonna stop by here this weekend.
I think he is on.
Nice.
I heard on Sunday it's like Oaks, right in Oaks.
Wow.
Nice.
Spokesman calling you Pimpalicious, which is very cool. We got Marlon Rides. It says try the tracks here in the Philippines. We got the Philippines tuning in. Yeah, heck
Nice.
yeah. Let's
go.
Island
Pimp,
boys.
where you
let's
riding
go.
right now?
Dusty Dutchman's
Right.
saying Pimp. We got MTB Sheen Queen. Woo, Trail Pimp.
This guy
Okay.
he's the godfather.
He is. He's the pimp.
Godfather of mountain biking.
Trail
man.
Pimp. Question for you.
Yeah.
Business
about
riding.
He's doing his, trying to do his Godfather impression. Okay.
I love it.
What
love
is the lesson that you would like that you learned this year that you'd like to share, or one of the coolest things that happened to you?
Well, two. I got two. I've got a lesson that was learned this year.
Okay.
So lesson learned is, having this high-powered e-bike that I have that I've been riding at the bike park at North Star and on my local trails, riding it really fast in that loose dirt. I got slammed to the ground like 3 times pretty hard and almost separated my shoulder. And I've had a lot of bruises and abrasions and a lot of blood and cuts. And so now the lesson I've learned is don't trust the moon dust. When it gets loose, don't start going too fast.
Yeah.
Because, man, you can wipe out and that e-bike will slam you to the ground so hard, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, big time lesson. So, I mean, it kind of, my courage has been, my courage has been increasing once I do that. So I get all cut up and then I get right back up on the bike. But I had one crash at North Star. I think it was a couple of years ago. I was on boondocks and I was riding really fast and I wiped out and I fell off of a boulder and I got so cut up. I swallowed dust. I swallowed dirt. I couldn't breathe. I got up. I was all cut up. I had abrasions on me. And then I went down to the mid mountain and my son saw me. I was all cut up and he goes, "What are you doing? What happened to you? Did you almost die?" I go, "Man, I got to go get another run. I got to get redemption." Because right in my head, I thought about it, my buddy MTB Manny. when he had a crash at Santiago Oaks and he had to go back 6 months later and he got redemption. I needed the redemption right away. And then when I went into the village to have pizza, the medics came up to me and they said, "Hey, are you okay?" And they took me over to the TTMG and, you know, they were like checking me out and stuff. But, like, you know, I wipe out and I get the fear, but then it just comes back and I'm stoked again. So
It's in you.
Dude,
that's my lesson.
there you go.
If you could look at your screen, I think Joey just put a picture of you up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Where is it?
Yeah.
I can't.
It's on the YouTubes here on the live. Joey just put a picture of a pimp up there. That's all.
Oh man, I love it. Thanks, Joey.
You've got to wear that while riding.
That is awesome, dude. I
Too
love
good,
it. That
too
is so sick.
No, I love.
Yeah, and then the good thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What
No,
were you
no,
saying,
go
buddy?
for it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and then the good thing was this year I have the record days at North Star. I got 35 days at North Star.
Dude.
And
Nice.
record holder out of anybody, out of the pass holder. So really, really stoked on that. So yeah, and it's always good to see my buddy Brian Gong out there too. He's been out there riding too. Brian's a shredder. He was out there with Reckless Riders a few weeks ago with Tommy and those guys. And
Yes.
Brian seems to always be with somebody famous. He was with Colorado Kid last week. I didn't get a chance to say hi to Brian. I was about to go up to him and say hi to him, but he was with Colorado Kid. Then couple of weeks before that, he was with Reckless Riders, you know, showing them around. So Brian is an absolute legend. I mean, he's always with somebody famous. He knows everybody. Like,
You know,
you literally, you see Gong,
Yeah.
and I mean, he literally knows everybody. I mean, he's just such a legend. I mean, so stoked to know that guy and be friends with him.
Yeah. He actually put in here in the chats. He said went to North Star a couple times, ran into Trail Pimp every time.
That's right. I'm there all the time.
That's his home.
That is awesome. Dude, great
Yeah.
lessons, man, on the crashing and overcoming and getting that mental state back. You know, getting that back after a crash, that's hard to do. And you were able to get it back. So, dude, congratulations.
Yeah.
What do you think is the big lesson behind getting it back? Is it just consistency, getting back out there? Because you did have a lot of days in the park.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, just getting right back up when I'm cut up and bloody and hurt and just going on another ride, no matter what. Even if I have broken ribs, I have scratches, cuts, bruises. If I get back out there and take a run, my confidence comes back. Even though I have to heal up a little bit, it's back. So that's why I came down to Palm Springs. We usually do a couple weeks in Palm Springs this time of year, and it's the last weekend of Summit. So we're going to go to Summit tomorrow, and then we're going to go to La Senyo next week during the week and ride there and finish off the season. So
That's fun, dude. Get some. That's gonna be awesome. Trail Pimp, thank you for jumping on the segment podcast. Johnny and Joey, anything you want to say real fast?
I'm just,
no, it was
again,
good hearing from him.
great hearing from
hey,
him.
thanks,
I see him
guys.
on
I
the
really
comments all the-
appreciate the call. That made my day.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Made ours too. Thank you for sharing. I love it.
Thank you for being such a great supporter for all of us. You know,
Hey,
every
you
time I
got it,
look
man.
at
I love you guys. You guys are the best.
I
guys,
love you
you're
too, man.
incredible, Thank you so much.
Heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Trail Pimp. There we go. Yes. MTB
Later,
Sheen
guys.
Queen. Later, brother.
Later.
Thank you.
Look at that. MTB Sheen Queen, dust yourself off and try again. Yeah, with the record amount of days that he had at the park, that is not just
that's
talk.
crazy. Yeah,
He's doing
that
it.
was a lot of days.
Yes. We got
Sheen Queen learned about the moon dust this year too, didn't she?
oh yeah.
It's
I mean, not to throw her under the bus, but the moon dust is no joke. Like it'll catch you.
Yeah. Stay high in the berms, we say. Yes. And then the berm top gives out.
it gets in between your teeth over there when I was at Sky Park.
Right.
And then you ride behind people and you're like,
she said, got me a moon dust tattoo. We got Joshua in the house also. Chicken Sendies. I saw Zach Tumor Warrior popped in as well. What's up? Welcome. Okay, let's get on to the next one. Who do we got? Joey Yates.
Spinning away.
Johnny's gonna be here till 1 a.m.
It's a big list. I think I went a little overboard. Oh, like here we go. PelliCare. Let's go. One of the owners of
PelliCare.
Premium Bike Care. Yeah, Johnny, tell him.
Did you get your bike sturdy today? Well, then clean it with PelliBikeCare. Premium bike wash.
And this is good because this is like a brand new company. So I'm sure there's going to be a cool lesson in here.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes.
Scott, your voice is
Oh,
live
no.
on the segment podcast. We got Joey
Got
Yates
him.
and Johnny You on, and a plethora of folks.
What's
in
going on,
live
brother?
Oh, you caught me, didn't you?
chat. We got you. We got you, bro. Thank you for picking up and not sending us over to voicemail.
Oh, you're so funny.
we
Oh my God.
you know with
Hilarious.
a new company that has a pretty killer product that is hitting the market hard to a point where you guys were sold out for a while. What is one of the big lessons that you gleaned from this year,
One of the big lessons,
or one of the coolest things that you had happen?
no, our rider fell. We're super stoked on that. We're working at the OEM level, and things are working out really well. It's just we're super excited with that product, and I think you have used it on your YT decoy,
Yeah.
and I love how the product works. It's just we're a fairly new company, so it's just getting it out there. We haven't scratched the surface yet, and throughout the country and the world, it's tough to get the word out. So we're not muck off, but we're getting there. So
Yeah.
and being on the segment is a blessing.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. Appreciate it. It's great to have you on here too. Joey and Johnny, we're all just watching the video that you have on Instagram.
Very sexy.
Yeah, it's super sexy. Look
Well,
at that.
I'm sure you guys are too, but I'm kind of waiting for Johnny to send the invite so we can get on his boat. I don't know what the holdup is.
He said we had to. He said we had to Pelly clean it first.
On a boat. I keep seeing these glorious pictures with his wife sitting on the bow.
He said we'd have to come out there and install. Yeah, we got to get out there and install that ride repel on his boat. That'll be a good excuse.
It's a lot of graphene.
Hey, it works on boats and jet skis too, so we can make this work.
That's
Totally.
a lot, man.
I know Joey knows.
Yes, it definitely works in the water.
Yes, yeah, and sports cars. It works great on sports cars. That water just beads right off.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I think it works for the insider sports cars too.
Yes, it does. It does.
And it kind of smells good.
It smells really good. I use the
got
actual. Go ahead.
Oh no, so I got this nasty ring around my boat that goes all the way around. It's like
Shoot,
above the
that is
water
in a
line.
boat.
And if I put, you know what, I'm going to spray it around that and see if it keeps it from coming back.
Good
Bet you it
call.
will.
There you go.
So you're going to need. Well, we need to clean that ring off, and then we should apply some ride repel, or you could probably clean it off with our waterless wash. It should take it off.
Yeah.
And then apply the ride repel around the outside of the boat.
That's a lot of ride repel.
It'll go.
That ride repel goes a long way. Unless you have a yacht, then we're going to have to talk.
Not there yet.
It's a big boat though, but yeah, it does
I'm
go a
not
long way.
monetized yet.
So Scott, if I'm hearing you, the lesson for you is just like when you have this big undertaking of a new company and the whole world is your marketplace, it's just a matter of like taking bite-sized little consumptions of the market and just doing what you can and getting it out there and not just getting too overwhelmed. Is that what I hear?
No, absolutely. It is actually kind of when you start, thinking about the whole country, and you start thinking about how many bike shops there are out there, manufacturers. There's other manufacturers besides just Specialized and some of the big ones, Giant or whatever you want to say. But it's trying to get the word out, and everybody that rides a bike and gravel bikes, road bikes, e-bikes, the cruiser e-bike. It's definitely it is
very overwhelming at times because there's a lot of people to talk to, and it's a day-to-day thing that we're busy every day, all day.
It's a grind.
Yeah.
Trying to spread the word, and we believe we have a good product, and that was the reason we came with this product, because we didn't think other products worked, thought it was a money grab, and it took us 3 years to develop all the products we have, and and I believe the products work really well. They speak for themselves, and I'm excited to be in this business, and it's fun being in the bike industry and moving forward with this, and everything's going really well, knock on wood. So I just want to keep pushing forward. And and then getting to meet people like all you guys has been a blessing. And I'm being honest, because every one of you guys have been very special in Pelli story. So I can't thank you guys enough for you spreading the word. Also, I mean, Johnnie, Joey, Mark, you guys have all been very good to us and have all used the product, and you know how it works, and you guys have believed in us. And again, thank you for having us on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's right, brother.
Yes.
Great.
And this stuff smells good.
Okay,
So
I'm
good.
done being nice now. Okay, now we can get on to the next.
And that's all the time we have, folks. Thank you, Scott, with Pelli Premium Bike Care.
Don't drink it.
Talking to you guys.
Always great to hear your voice, brother. Let's get on the
But
bike
it
soon.
smells good enough to drink. I'm going to take this out on the boat this weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
Scott is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, such a nice guy.
Great guy, great product.
Yes.
Is such a great supporter of us.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So.
Amazing.
Yeah, and congratulations to the winner. Eric is going to be getting his Pelli. I'll have to make sure I let Scott know your address there, Mr. Eric. And actually, you'll be in Southern California this weekend, so maybe we could just do him off.
The
Yeah, there you
spokesman's
go.
like, it's a floor wax. It's a dessert topping. It's all that and more.
In this Sunday, if you act now, you can get buy one, get one for free. If you are the
But wait a minute. That's not all.
Oh, that is good. Yes, that's not all. Joey, bring up the wheel of
It's 12:30 here.
man, here we go.
Here
Let's
we go.
You're going to be in the studio
Who's it
tomorrow.
going to be? I got my money on Mock.
Well, we got Adam
Who?
Mock. We got Steve Caballero, Air Blair. Who's it? Oh, we are on. What is that? What is that? That's Air Blair.
Air Blair.
Holy cow. Let's do it. And this just in. MTB
Holy cow.
Cosmos 1999 super sticker.
Woo,
Thank you
wow.
so much, Darren. That is going to the show to keep the lights on. Look at that. All
Pay
right.
for this fancy wheel.
Yes, Air. Yeah, every time we spin it, it costs us like $1 or something like that.
It spins so smoothly.
It spins so smoothly. All right, let's get it. Air Blair, for those of you who don't know, is leading up the Laguna Beach Bike Festival. Air Blair, your voice is live and on the air segment podcast with Johnnie U.
I just told
Johnnie U.
I'm moving on.
He's
Yeah, you guys
moving
just
on.
talk.
Johnnie,
I can answer his question for him though.
perfect. Let's do it.
But we'll listen to him.
Yeah, we got Trail Pimp saying love Air Blair, spokesman saying, oh damn, we donating tonight. Oh yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Trail Pimp, thank you.
Yes, heck yeah. Blair, the question that we're asking everybody is, what is one of the biggest lessons you learned this year that you can share with us, or one of the coolest things that happened to you?
I think one of the biggest lessons, actually, I know what one of the biggest lessons is, just slowing down on the bike. I ride the mountain bike every day. And as you know, coach one of the top racing teams, the fastest kids out here, and always trying to stay up with them, and always riding like black diamond or double black diamond rides every day. And I had a pretty bad crash. Actually, I had 2 bad crashes, and it took, I think Trail Pimp said, that just get up and get back on it. But it took me like a month mentally to just get back on trails that I've ridden 1,000 times. So that slowed me down. And while I was in recovery, I was riding more cross country and a lot more miles, and I loved it. I had a grin from ear to ear.
Nice.
And then I'm in the middle of putting up kind of a big event, and my wife said, "You better slow down, kid." And so I've been I can't be hurt for the event. So again, I just riding just the fire trails and blue trails and stuff, but I love it. And I rode with Tommy, Reckless Riders, this last Sunday, and we rode just the basic blue trails because we were showing. He did a video on showing some of the trails that he's going to do a group ride for, and we hooked up with this group of guys that they had. He just started mountain biking, and Tommy asked him, you want to ride with us? And so we took him down a trail, and when we got to the end, the kid had this grin. Actually, he wasn't a kid; he was a man. He had a grin from ear to ear, and I mean, he couldn't wipe it off. And I'm like, that's what it's all about.
That's what
it's
it's
that
about.
grin, and that's what we're chasing. That. So that was my lesson this year.
Dude, that is a great lesson. Fun is fun, right? We don't always have to be on like the gnarliest triple black red trail. Hell yeah, we can be on greens and blues and just having a blast. I love that lesson.
Exactly.
I love that lesson.
And the coolest thing that happened, you got it up right now, and that's one of the cool things right there. Eddie Fiola, man, the legend.
Yes.
To meet him and film with him and get to know him. I mean, that guy, I had this poster on my wall. I had every magazine that he was in, and to actually meet him. And he treated me and everybody else like we're the same person, just really, really cool. So that's a really cool thing that happened this year too.
That is a very cool thing. And also the t-shirt that you're wearing, go ahead and give a plug for that, the dates, and what is that?
Well, thank you, Mark. So Laguna Bicycle Festival, October 25th through the 27th. It's just going to be all bikes. It's going to be live music, and it's not going to be your typical bike fest. In all due regards to all the bike fests, I love them. I go to them all, but this one's going to be more of an intimate, cool stuff always going on, but it's at a beautiful location in Laguna, and it's just designed to just be home base. So, you could come and do some group rides and go home or go back to the hotel, come back and listen to some amazing music or watch some incredible documentary films. We've collaborated a little bit with Coast Film Festival and Orange County Mountain Bike Association, Shimano Films and all that. So, yeah, it's just going to be a cool 3-day event. And Johnnie, we did a podcast with him this last week, and he did absolutely amazing. He got all the information out about it, and so yeah, that's it. So thank you for having me on and asking that question.
Yeah, absolutely. And then tell people where they can buy tickets to it, and then Johnnie, tell the people your discount code.
I want the guy to make some money.
It's called Laguna Bicycle Festival, but the website is Laguna Bike Fest, so it's lagunabikefest.com. And we have a really cool MTB Q&A 30 code. It's Johnnie Use code that you get 30% off if you use that code when you purchase tickets.
I love it.
I got a code.
Johnny's got a code.
I thought his lesson that he learned this year is when you're doing a bicycle festival for the first time, maybe do like a day.
Yes, you're so right. It's so true. He flat out just asked me that question. He's like, "Why don't you do 3? Would you do it different?" I said, "Yeah, I probably would have done 1 day, maybe 2, but 3." So we're excited. It's awesome.
I'm so jealous.
We got overwhelming response. So really, and it's all for a good cause. We're raising money. All proceeds from the raffle and the auction, 100% proceeds are going to All Kids Bikes, which is an incredible charity. In fact, we're going to be giving away at least 50 bikes. I think more than that. The day before the Bike Fest, we have a kindergarten class. There's 3 kindergarten classes at an elementary school. And so we're going to be presenting those with Brian Lopes, the legend mountain biker BMXer. So yeah.
That's freaking awesome. I can't wait for that. For those of you who are listening to this, if it's not yet October 25th through the 7th, then get on and get a ticket, and I will see you there. Joey and I will actually have a podcast area. We'll be podcasting.
I've got FOMO.
All right. Jump on a plane, Johnnie.
This seems like an amazing event, and I'm just kicking myself.
It's gonna be fun. Also,
it's okay, Johnnie. Next year we have the red carpet for you, my friend.
There you go.
We'll put you in a hotel.
There you go. Ooh, baby. Baby, baby. Yes.
Did you hear that, honey?
Yes, and Rivian's a big sponsor, so Rivian will be shuttling, and you'll be able to check out those cars at the festival as well. And then Johnny, next year we'll get you back and forth in an old Rivian, all tinted out for you. Oh, Blair, thank you so much for jumping on, and thank you for sharing, brother.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you guys.
Great hearing your voice again, brother.
You.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Okay, have a good one.
See you, Blair.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Air Blair, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be insane. Laguna Beach Bike Fest. Can't wait. That's going to be insane. Come for the music and the bikes and stay for the food. And
nice and close to home, too. I love it.
Yes. Yeah. Finally a festival. And that location is so beautiful. For those of you who don't know, it's like where the art festival is in Laguna Beach. It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Trails on the left, trails on the right. Like it's all over right there.
Exactly. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Joey, go ahead and give it a spin. We're dwindling it down, which is good.
Dwindle it down to 20 more people.
20 more people, folks. We'll be on here for a little bit longer, but this is all good. And who do we have? Oh, are we on Sebastian Normal MTB? All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's get Sebastian on the phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, normal mountain biker. Normal. Normal.
And it's ringing.
Thank you for calling Normal Mountain Biker. We're not here right now. If you
Hello.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Normal Mountain Biker. Your voice is live on the Segment Studio with a live audience.
How's everyone been?
Good, brother. We got Johnnie and Joe Yates.
What's up?
Good to be on.
Dude, thank you for jumping on. We have a lot of people that are sharing like lessons that they've learned this year and one of the coolest things that's happened. So we thought we'd reach out to some of the folks out there in the MTB audience and community and thought, you know what? Normal MTB is one of the biggest that you can get. So we're curious to know what's one of the biggest lessons that you learned this year?
Well, first of all, I've been listening in, and like, there's been a lot of really, really good stories and answers to this. So it's a hard question. I got to tell you. I mean, it's definitely something that can go a bunch of different ways. And I want to say, just kind of in general, like, you know, there's, I feel like every single day I'm learning a bunch of new lessons. I think that's like a really big part of life, right? And but to answer your question, though,
that's a sexy.
Man, it's a hard one because you know there's a lot of different things, and what I would say is that it's better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in war. Ooh. And what I mean by that is that, and this applies to everything in that. I'm not just talking about like a wartime scenario, right? This is everything that you do in your life that can pertain to it, right? Essentially, it's better to be prepared and not really need your skills or need to use your skills than it is to be in a situation where you could have learned or you could have studied something or you could have been more, proactive about something and just not have the ability to perform a task or, get yourself in a better situation in life. And I think that's been something that's resonated with me personally a lot, especially over the last year. Just kind of seeing how everything's going, whether it's like, the stuff in the mountain bike world or if it's stuff in, just the economy of the regular world, whatever it is, like, I'm at the point in my life now where I'm like, okay, I need to know like how to do more things.
Yeah.
I know a good amount right now, but like there's always, you just can't stop learning. You can't stop improving yourself as a human being. You can't stop, being more capable. Being more persistent about how you do things. There's always improvement, and the moment that you think that you can't improve anymore, you're just lying to yourself.
God, I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, he dropped some. He dropped some fortune cookie stuff right there.
Hell yeah, that is some good fortune cookie stuff. That is like the P.F. Chang's fortune cookie stuff.
So used to you being silly.
Yeah, he's setting the bar high.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
No, I mean, you asked me to come on. I'm like, all right, I'll give you some advice.
Hell yeah.
I got a lot to carry to bed tonight.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and better is better. Like, you always are always growing. What's the saying? It's like you're either growing or dying, right? So
yeah.
freaking love what you said. Even
Better
if
to
it's
be a
1%
warrior in a
better.
garden than a gardener in a war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done, folks.
Yeah,
I'm logging out. I'm logging out. I got my knowledge.
Johnny's brain just popped.
No. The reason why I say that a lot, especially when it comes to like mountain biking, is how many times like you see people that just they just think they're the best riders in the world or they're the coolest riders in the world or whatever, and and then they like make a fumble and everyone's like, oh, and then it changes your perspective on a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like staying humble and staying, and just continue learning and improving yourself. I think is the most important thing we can do, just as human beings in general. Along a lot of other things too, but that's one of the top qualities that I think, is what separates the people that are doers in this world and the people that are followers, right?
So good.
Yeah.
so good.
This is Joey's podcast. Or not Joey's podcast, Mark, sorry.
No, jump in.
I got a question. So you're growing as a business, as normal mountain biker, as a business. So you're constantly having to grow and learn new.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, every single day there's a new challenge. I mean, just some like a little insight I'll give you guys here on the show. I had a really bad crash a few days ago. Pretty much the worst crash I'd ever had. In my life, actually, really, to be totally honest with you guys. Busted up a bunch of ribs, like messed up my lungs, as you can probably hear in my voice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was bad. It was really bad, and it was one of those situations where, I just didn't think about it. I wasn't prepared, and I could have been more diligent. I could have scoped the line out. I could have done all this stuff, but no, I just thought, oh, I know everything, and I went into it, and lo and behold, I didn't know everything. and here we are now. I can't ride for a little while, right? So it's fortunately I was okay, but when that pertains to the business side of things, like I put the hold on everything. Like I haven't been able to make videos in a few days, and I probably won't be making videos for at least another week or so.
Oh, wow.
Luckily that was at the tail end of a video project that we were doing. So I do have a bunch of content you guys will be seeing pretty soon. But man, it's like all these challenges pop up all the time, right? Especially when running a business. So
yeah.
You have to keep learning, keep being diligent, and don't let the small failures, define you as a person. It's that constant improvement that builds character and turns you into the person that you're supposed to be.
Love it.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah. Fail. It's okay to fail forward. Keep moving. Be limber. Be flexible with yourself and keep pushing. Yeah. Man.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to cut in there. I know, but you said something really important. Is failure is super important, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I should have clarified a little bit what I was saying. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, don't fail. No. You need to be failing, right? But what I'm saying is don't let the failures that you do have fully define who you are. Like, just because you messed up once, twice, 10, 15, 100 times doesn't mean you're a failure. It's like you can, what is that famous story of J.K. Rowling? Is that the lady who did the Harry Potter book?
Yeah. Wrote those on a subway or something.
She went to like a whole bunch of publicists and none of these companies published her books, and then finally one did, and it's like literally one of the most successful books. It is one of the most successful stories in human history. So,
dude, I love it, man. Sebastian, that was so freaking good. We got people here in the chats that are chiming in. Started with Colorado Kid. Colorado Kid said, "But is the bike okay?"
Yes. To answer Joe, Mr. Colorado Kid, yes. Luckily, the bike was okay.
The bike is okay.
I on the other hand was not, like, literally not a single scratch on the bike. I think I just bailed off the bike before it hit anything. Like, I took all the force.
Oof.
Yeah.
Trail Pimp is asking, sounds like a North Star crash, possibly.
No. I unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to North Star for closing weekend. I was actually up in Washington, Idaho, and Montana for a few video projects we were doing.
Beautiful.
And on the very last day of our trip, we were literally flying out the next day. Like the very last day, we're like, we're tired, let's go ride this place called Beacon Hill, which is in Spokane, Washington, if anyone has ever been there before. Very, very cool riding spot. One of the best riding spots, in my opinion, in the country. Amazing trails out there. But there was just that last day, last ride, Yeah, and it all went south.
Oh man, it's always on the last.
Yeah,
Never say the last.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're healing up. I'm glad you sound good, but I'm glad that's all past you now, which is great.
yeah, I can walk still. I'm happy about it. So.
Yeah. Oh man, dang, this is awesome.
When
Yeah,
you watch this, Joey has left the building, but he's left this picture up on the screen. You holding the bike over your shoulder, and I can't stop staring at it.
Yeah.
It's you holding the bike over. When normal mountain biker left for college, he told his father, you got this blue steel look going on, but it hasn't moved. I'm talking.
Yeah, I'll do some supermodeling every once in a while.
Look at that.
There it is. You're the man of the house now, Dad.
And I spelled you're wrong too. So
Normal, thank you for dropping some big pearls on the show tonight. Really appreciate you, brother. And then plug, obviously everyone knows who you are, but what is some new stuff that you could tease them with that they can tune into?
Yeah, man, we got some big YouTube projects coming up pretty soon. We've got basically like most of this year worth of like filming that I'm actually starting to finish up on the editing and stuff. So you guys will be seeing a bunch of projects. Like I have right now about 15 videos queued up. So yeah, I know. Like I just haven't posted it. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to post any of it. So now that I'm injured and I can't really ride my bike or travel anywhere, I'll be focusing more on that. So expect a ton of YouTube, and just the regular shorts as you guys see it. So yeah,
love it. Gotta tune in to those channels there. And then on YouTube, of course, on Instagram, Just the Maker is saying, who said last run? Was it Durs?
Wait, what did she say? Sorry.
She said, who said last run? Was it Durs? Your brother?
Oh man, oh poor Jersey. No, he watched me get totally get decked out.
There you go. Oh, that Colorado kid actually says, I blame him anyway. I blame Durs.
Yeah, we'll just go. It was my brother's fault. Yeah, it was my brother's. 100%.
Blame it on the brother.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Normal mountain biker. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Thank you for
keeping us
Thank you so much for having me on. Awesome show so far, you guys. Keep up the good work. I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, brother. See you soon.
Entertained.
Cheers, guys.
Later. Dude, one of the freaking funniest. Oh, there's Joey. Yeah, he's back.
That was scary. I'm back though.
You're back. Joey, get that spin the wheel going. We got
spin that thing like Wheel of Fortune.
Here we go. Look at that. We got people.
It looks like when I have to find my birth date in one of those things when you're signing into something.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
That is that Tesla? Adam Miller, MTB Rad Dad. Okay. Let's get MTB Rad Dad.
Rad Dad?
Yes. Do I have him as Rad Dad in my phone? That's the big question. Or is it Adam Miller? Let's find out.
Rad Dad? Adam Miller.
Man, that was so dope that we had all these great people.
You kidding me? Look at your wheel.
Hey. Is this MTB Rad Dad?
Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
What's happening? Your voice is live on the Segment Podcast with Johnnie U, Joey Yates, and a live chat audience.
No crazy language, brother. I hear kids in the background anyway.
Adam, we are calling up folks in the MTB community and just trying to glean a little bit of some of the cool lessons that you learned. Like, what is one cool lesson that either you learned this year or something cool that happened to you?
Maybe a couple. Let's go with the first one was just being able to see everyone at Ride and Shine again, including you.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was so great, brother.
Yes.
I love that. I love that event just so I can see you guys, just for that reason.
Yeah, that was epic. I mean, we had Just the Maker there, a lot of great people, just the whole community coming together. Good Lord. I know, he's sideways. We got a picture of you up here, Rad Dad, on the wall at Sky Park. So big lesson. The community is something that you really enjoy, that you really love being around. It sounded like and being able to see people like Johnnie, like no matter how far you are away, I feel like we always have a bond that just is easy to pick right up when we get back together.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. So it's been saying, who has radicalized this dad? That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
Yeah, he was one of the first on my show. I would like to say 4th or 5th on my show. And I will always be grateful to Adam. And I every time I see him, I got to squeeze him.
I remember getting this email from this random dude like, hey, I'm starting a podcast. I was like, all right, sure, let's do this.
Awesome.
And I kept doing it for some reason.
That is really, really cool. And then something cool and new. I mean, I don't know. You're getting into 3D printing, which I think is freaking awesome. You're giving the folks at Chin Mounts a run for their money, because I recently got a new helmet from Cali Protectives, and old MTB Rad Dad here, thanks to MTB Sheen Queen, who ordered some stuff, and it just so happened to be your business. Tell the folks a bit about that. What's up with that? Yeah.
Just mountain biking wasn't an expensive hobby enough that I needed another something to have a bunch of fun with. But just got into 3D printing. It's fun to be able to just design stuff from scratch using CAD software basically, and it's a super fun little side hobby that's actually kind of taking over for the most part.
Damn.
Wow. He sent me some pictures of some of his Halloween decorations he's printed. Just amazing.
Oh wow.
Ridiculous.
There's a lot of talented creators out there that they post their stuff up, and you can go on and download it for free and just print it yourself. It's a really awesome, like, separate community.
That is very cool. That is really cool. Tell the folks where they can find if they want to order something, or like a chin mount for their GoPro or DJI or whatever, like where did they find you?
Write this down.
I think it's radprintedparts.etsy.com.
Radprintedparts.etsy.
We even got some super cool helmet mounts for your wall.
Yes. Yeah, those are cool.
Printed. Just DM me.
Say it again one more time for everybody out there.
I want to say it's radprintedparts.etsy.com.
Okay, so it's on the Etsy store, radprintedparts at etsy.com. Very cool.
I got it.
Rad Dad, thank you for jumping on, and appreciate the lessons, brother.
Thanks for the support.
Yes.
Thanks for the call.
Next year.
Big
that guy has one huge lung, by the way. All e-bikes. He's just, his whole body cavity is a lung. We're riding e-bikes up Sky Park, and he's like,
yeah, on his analog. Yeah, no problem. I know.
On your left.
Yep, he's a Billy Goat. A Billy Goat lung, that's for sure. Rad Dad, thanks for jumping on, brother.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Bye.
This is awesome. So community on that one. I love that. Community's big. And we have such a rad community. Johnnie is saying, spin that wheel, Joey. Spin it,
like you're looking for your first date and on your phone.
And ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, hold on.
Oh, where are we landing? Who is this?
This guy.
Riding dirty.
All right, I'm gonna log off.
Will it be riding dirty or will it be Ripper riding? I don't know. Who will it be?
Oh, Ripper retired from riding, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he did retire. Yeah. I think
might
be in the penitentiary.
I'll tell you what, though.
He's probably locked up. You're right.
Is this Director Stieber on the line?
Is this the cop? Because I didn't do it.
What's up, Eric?
We got video.
Johnnie is the witness. What's going on?
Video.
Just a beautiful day in Arizona. Nice, beautiful weather.
Nice.
And
What does that mean?
Summer's still here. Great.
Yeah.
Yes. Heck yeah, it is. And I just saw your big old massive downhill video in Arizona. That thing never stopped.
Oh, dude, it's like 3 miles nonstop downhill. It's insane.
Good.
Wow.
Lord. Wow.
How did that go up?
I think we got up to 42 miles an hour at one point.
Holy crap. Are you serious?
On a BMX bike?
Average was like 20. What's that?
I said on a BMX bike.
No, I was actually on the decoy.
40.
Yes.
That's quick.
Right?
You there? Hello.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
fast.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's
No.
when you get to those speeds, you start making. You're like, is my front tire lever on tight?
Right? Did I do
Yeah.
this right?
Yeah.
I think like the average speed was like 20 something miles an hour, and then a few 30s, and then just a real quick 42.
Good Lord. Yeah. I think that was that middle section you were flying down. It just got really blurry. It was freaking fast.
Oh
looking.
yeah, dude, it's fast. It's gnarly. It's not even that old of a trail. It's pretty new too. But I was like, I'm not gonna, because it's also 3 miles up.
That's damn. That's
Wow.
cool. That's the perfect to have that shuttle bike.
Oh yeah, which brings me to my life lesson that I've learned.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I think I know.
So my life lesson that I've learned is that during last summer I took 3 weeks off riding bikes, and the thing I learned about mountain biking is that if you take a break, you're done. And I took 3 weeks off, and it destroyed my stamina. And I mean, I can still do a lot of this stuff, but I can definitely tell that I'm feeling it more. So my lesson that I've learned is I'm going to ride e-bikes, and I don't care what anybody says.
Yes.
Bingo.
Right. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up riding the decoy a lot lately, realizing how much fun it is. And I'm just trying to learn how to get used to the weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it feels
also, I'm having fun making people upset that I'm on an e-bike and they have to ride a regular bike.
You're up there before them.
Fun.
It is a chairlift that you can steer, which is freaking awesome. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, honestly, it really comes down to the more miles per miles, but also it comes down to the whole, like, how much time do you have on your hands? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you have 6 hours to go ride, or do you have a really quick 2 hours to get out there, go ride, get back home, make dinner, go to bed, get ready to go to work tomorrow?
Yes. Yes. That's it, man. That's all part of the equation. You input all those in there, and for sure.
Yeah.
Joey.
So that's why I'm going to the YT Mill this weekend, and I'm going to try out the new Decoy SN.
Ooh, is this a future film that's going to be coming out on your channel?
Most definitely.
Excellent.
And they are films.
Yes.
They're not little YouTube videos.
Right.
Folks. These are films.
Production movies.
Don't ever say that.
Any of you guys written it?
Haven't yet. Haven't had a chance yet. No, I'm curious. Joey, have you?
No, I touched one, but that was it.
Going back to that.
Nice.
I haven't been on the bike for a month, so yeah, I'm on the decoy train right now, also trying to get back into it.
My birthday's coming up.
Just throw that out there.
I've just been like getting on it more often, and the more I get on it, the more I like it. Even though, I mean, my Jeff C is like the ultimate bike that's ever been conceived, but
those are the only two bikes you need: the Jeff C and the decoy.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Now, if I could just get someone to buy my other two bikes, that'd be good to have only two bikes.
It will be interesting, though. I wonder if the SN is going to be a quiver killer. I wonder if that's going to be the one bike do it all.
Oh, dude, I really do believe it is, especially with the reduced weight on it. Like, there's such a weight reduction on it. And I've been doing my research on, like, that class of e-bikes, and so far, the Decoy SN has the best battery life.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. I like that. We did get a comment in from Spokesman. He says he did touch one in high school. Oh wait, we're talking about bikes. He says. Chop him saying the Jeff C is a legendary bike. My favorite Jeff C is the Gen 1.
Nice.
MTB Kaz is saying I just saw Craig a few weeks back. Showed him my hub. That was his decal. Has his decal on it. Best location. Oh, look at that. Yeah,
Eric goes through some serious. I love when he shoots them, but I wish I could be like him. He goes through bikes like toilet paper.
Yeah,
I think I got a close up of that decal. Is that
Marty wants to know, Eric, how much does that bike weigh? Do you have that?
I want to say, from what I've seen, it's like
in between 38 and 42 pounds.
Let's go. Enduro bike with us with the
Wow.
motor. Let's go.
That's basically a 2S with a motor as far as weight.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
But then again, it's not even close to how light my BMX bikes are that I've been riding lately.
Trail Pimp's got it. He says 42 pounds right here. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to take that, and I'll see you there for the film.
Dude, I'm ready to smash on that thing.
It's gonna be awesome. I'll be on the regular decoy, but you guys, I can't wait. So I'll be cameraman.
That's a guy. That's a kid who loves his bikes, man. I can't get enough of Eric.
Oh, yeah. Eric is
I
awesome.
thought even Lauren, she's like, after Bentonville, she goes, Eric's our people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good people.
Good
Dude,
people.
was there
I've
a
been riding
tornado?
more BMX bike than anything lately.
We've been seeing that in the park,
Yeah.
which has been awesome. Favorite, and there's like some really cool footage of you in the park and some of these guys that you're riding with that are just ripping it up, which is nuts.
Is that near? Is that close
dude.
by?
Must
What
be.
was that?
Is that close by?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's like 5 minutes from my house. That's Connor right there. Connor gets down. He is a beast. He's one of our like local pro riders.
Wow.
Dang, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Favorite quote from Eric. We were talking about Bentonville earlier when y'all got the chance to hang out. Was after the tornado, he woke up fresh, slept all night long. Was like, dude, what happened? Was there a tornado last night?
I have yet to release that footage of like the real reaction of that next day.
Oh man,
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
crazy.
It's
I would've
pretty, I mean,
slept through it.
footage. I felt like the footage at the time when it happened, it was inappropriate, so I didn't want to release it. But now that like, you know, people have recovered and things are going good, I'm definitely gonna bring that footage out so people can see my real reaction of how it went down.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Now that it's not too soon, it should be very, very good.
Yeah, you know, now that it's not such a sensitive subject right now.
Right. But at the time it was like, dude, how did you not hear the air horns and everything else that was going on?
Yeah, man, I would have slept through
literally
it.
thought it was just people partying because like when you stay at a motel, people just party and that's what they do.
They brought their own air horn.
Lauren had to wake me up. She woke me up to tell me there was a tornado. I'm like, could have slept.
Right. Yeah.
Sleep.
I put my headphones in when I heard people outside, so I
Oh
just went
my
even
gosh.
to deeper
Oh,
sleep.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Oh man. Eric, I love you, brother. It's thank you so much for jumping on and for the lessons. So yes.
Awesome. Yeah, always, man. You know it.
Eric
I'll
on-
always be there.
More blue.
Eric on the e-bike. See you at the mill this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Appointment's at 11. I'll be there early.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, riding dirty,
There.
folks.
The
Riding
one and
dirty.
only.
Man,
Riding dirty.
so cool.
Riding
So
dirty.
cool.
Or he's gonna be riding clean.
Yeah, he's gonna be riding Pelly clean
Ooh,
now. I
Pelly.
know. Yeah, let's hit this. Well, you know what? We got I think I may have to jump the wheel on this one, Joey, because
Yeah, jump it.
the one that we pulled earlier, we were gonna save until 7, which was Cam from
I think
Mother
I talked
Earth.
about.
Let me try to see if I can get
I gotta fix something real quick.
Hold the wheel. Hold
holding the wheel. Let's get one of the owners from Mother Earth Brew
I'm
Company. Let's see if he's available.
There. I just did a room switch.
Mr. Hill.
Yo, is this Cam from Mother Earth Brew Company?
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. What's happening, man? You are on the Segment Podcast, and your voice is live with a live studio audience and everything.
So no cursing.
That's awesome. I'm honored. You know, you caught me at a great time. I just finished a ride at Aliso, and I am having a beer in my truck.
Oh, do tell. This is awesome. We have the Instagram up right now.
I'm having a beer in my truck.
Yes, but the truck is not on. The keys are nowhere close by, and this is all allegedly, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
So cheers.
I said a beer.
A beer.
A beer.
Yeah.
A Sierra Madre, to be exact.
Oh, Tierra Madre is nice. Tierra Madre is nice and light. One of my favorites, actually.
So what is the gala?
I am going to actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pop open one of these right here. It's a Cali Creamin'. Have you ever had one of these, Johnny? Oh, you had one at the podcast studio in Bentonville. Here we go.
Is that what we were drinking out there?
Yeah, the one that had like the hint of vanilla flavor to it.
After a long day of poor riding, that's me.
Yes. Cam, as a business owner of Mother Earth.
Oh, you're just coming right at me with the heavy questions. Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna get it right in there. No foreplay. We're going right in. What is one of the biggest lessons that you either learned this last year, or one of the coolest things that happened to you this last year?
Oh boy. Well, biggest lessons. We're talking brewery life, right?
Could be brewery, bike, family, because we're all related to the bike, but we all can learn from each other off the bike too.
That's true. Well, in my life, business and pleasure are somewhat of the same thing, right? When you start a business, it's all hands on deck all the time, and so sometimes it can be hard to separate the two. But I would say really one of the biggest things that this relates to both is just like really honing in on like work-life balance.
Oh.
And that's really hard to do, when you have your own business, because you're kind of always on.
Yeah.
But we're almost 15 years in here to the brewery, and so I feel like I've really kind of settled into not only like what my role is at the brewery, but like where the business is at in the greater beer landscape. And that's kind of allowed me, like, we're getting more and more in tune with what the future looks like, planning, things like that. And once you're not running a business hand to mouth, and just kind of hustling and scraping like we were in the first couple of years, well, more than the first couple, you're just kind of figuring out your way. And then once things settle in and you have a lot of people around you can trust, both in your personal life and your professional life, I think, I got a 10 and an 8-year-old. And so it's really important for me to be present.
Yes.
But I also got to be productive. So, that's probably the number one thing, is just figuring out, where I fit and where the brewery fits and where writing fits and all that stuff.
That's a tough one, man, when it comes to production, as well as being able to be there for family and prioritizing all that stuff. It seems like sometimes the juggle, you're prioritizing business and sometimes you're prioritizing family, but it sounded like one of the lessons that you learned was delegating to people that you trust, kind of getting
100%.
some off your plate. Yeah.
Yeah. And then as it relates to writing, I'll tell you one other lesson I learned in the last, technically it's a year and a half. But I think it qualifies because it was over the last calendar year, or rolling year, let's call it. After I crashed pretty hard at Sky Park last June, and just took my arm down to the bone. Ended up having to go to urgent care in Riverside and get stitched up.
Oof.
And nobody listening to this podcast is too macho not to wear full padding. Get a full face. Elbow pads, knee pads, gear up, man. Especially if you're a dad and you got to make school lunches during the week. It's not even worth messing around with. You can send harder, you can be more confident, and you're safer. So that I definitely learned.
Dude, I dig that. I like that a lot. I mean, I always wear my knee pads and a full face. Most of the time, the full face, because the full faces are so light these days.
They are. They're amazing, dude. They're so comfortable you don't even know they're on. But and all the guys, I had a couple of guys in my riding crew that were holdouts on full gear. They were wearing trail helmet and some no pads at all, some just knee. And then when that happened to me, they all went out like the next week and just and just went bananas. Got all the gear.
Yeah. So yeah, I love it.
And protect your body.
That's a great lesson. And then I
We're
don't
not
wear
indestructible.
We're not. And I don't do the elbow pads, but are you throwing elbow pads on too now?
Oh, I have always. So everyone crashes different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I tend to land arms first, beat from my experience skateboarding because I grew up skating,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I know how to fall, but I always go down top heavy, so I'm always like splayed out, arms out, and I almost always I have challenged my knee pads 10% of the falls I've had, and the rest of the times were elbow injuries.
Wow. Yeah.
But everyone's different, you know.
Yeah. No, it's a great lesson, man. I think that's a good one. Johnny, Joey.
Like if I'm riding Mammoth, like knee pads definitely, because you land on that shale, you know, and all those rocks,
dude.
Your knees are gonna, you know, get annihilated. But yeah, my local trails, you know, where it's all hard, you know, dust on crust, bedrock underneath. Oof, yeah, those elbows are exposed.
Yeah. It just takes one little like pebble in there to like slice that elbow open, like
100%.
Yeah, I saw that happen to MTB Sheen Queen at Snow Valley. She in a berm, a lot of loose sand and one pebble, just like sliced it like a knife, like crazy.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Allegedly. Yes.
Allegedly.
Cam, that's a great lesson, man. And then tell the folks, because this is the shows in, you know, different countries too, but where can they find Mother Earth Brew Company?
Well, our primary distribution, we've obviously got California pretty well handled, SoCal and NorCal. We distribute to a majority of the Western United States, some limited distribution to the East Coast, to Pennsylvania, namely. We had the South, but we had to pull out. You know, it's really tough these days with fuel costs to get beer across the country. You almost lose money doing it. It's challenging. And then we have some limited distribution internationally. The problem with international is that once it leaves our warehouse, we're blind to where it goes. We don't, well, we know what country it's going to, but there's a big gray market. You know, it hits a hub and then it goes God knows where from there.
Oh, wow.
But at least domestically, the best place is to go to our beer finder on our website. It basically uses the Google search engine. You can put in your zip, and then you can filter by brand, and it'll plot out on a map or a list exactly where you can find it. You can call the retailer, you know, that it lists and all that stuff. So that's definitely the best way to get a hold of it. Locally, SoCal, I mean, it's all over the place. Likely to see it, but again, Beer Finder is your best bet.
Beer Finder on the website,
Or
right
just
there.
go to Mark's fridge behind him.
Yeah, right
Break
there.
into Mark's house and grab a sixer.
Actually, there's a tap on there if you want to see that. There's a little tap on the top of that. Yeah. Cam, in ending here, we got some people that were chiming in the chat. They said, spokesman MTB says, yep, elbows and knees and full face 100% of the time for him. Trail Pimp is saying full face, knee pads, and chest protector for him. That's awesome. Spokesman's adding to it and a condom, you know, just to be sure.
Full protection.
Octodad in New Zealand saying condoms are overrated. We got Sheen. Trail Pimp is saying MTB Sheen Queen at Valley. Hell yes. And she's referring to the protection there and says, only protection I wasn't wearing was elbow pads when she went down. As far as the beer, spokesman MTB says, I'll drive it to Durango, he says.
Yeah, Colorado in the house.
There you go. Octodad is saying he will smuggle it to New Zealand. So yes, you got a smuggler into New Zealand there, save some shipping.
Hey, for all our Colorado listeners, I will be at Great American Beer Festival next week. So anyone at that, either walk in the floor, come by our booth, but I will also be around town at various events. So, you know, Mark's got my info. Anyone that wants to meet up for a beer and talk bikes, I'm always down.
Yes, there you go. That's awesome. Super awesome. Octodad is saying, Cam, do you do a low carb beer?
We don't have a low carb beer that we that we market or brew as such. But Tierra Madre would be the closest thing, only because it's it's the lightest, so it's going to be the lowest in calories. It's going to be the lowest in gluten, and it's going to be the lowest. What was the question? The
low carb beer.
Carb. Yeah. But the short answer is no. We do not make a low carb beer.
But that's
typically that's done with enzymes and stuff like that. Like that's what the big boys use. And we're pretty much. I don't want to call ourselves purists, like with any ego. I just mean, we're a 4-ingredient type of brewery, meaning malt, hops, yeast, water. So we don't like putting any other junk in there.
Love it. I love it. And that Tierra Madre is light, and that is a very, very good one after a ride.
Cali is as well. Cali is as well. I mean, Cali is only 0.5% more. So
yes, yeah.
Cali probably has less gluten than Tierra because Cali does have some different non-barley fermentables in it that are gluten free by nature. So
that's cool.
There's that.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite ones. I know Joey and I, every time we go into the brewery, we order this one because it's got a little bit of vanilla in there, folks, right there. It's delicious.
When are we doing a brewery session, Mark? You guys got to bring the crew. We should record from the brewery one of these days.
Hey, that sounds good. Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, Joey will have his work cut out for him, getting us all set up in there.
Are you going to be in there tomorrow?
I will be in there tomorrow. You coming in?
I'm going to stop by you.
There you go.
Let's do it.
There you go. Cam from Mother Earth Brew Company, thank you for dropping the lessons on us. And if you get a chance, check out motherearthbrewcompany.com. Go to the beer finder and see where you can get some of this delicious tasting beer. Cam, thank you so much, brother.
Yep. Hey, Mother Earth Brew Co. motherearthbrewco.com. You can Google us too. Do not be fooled. There is a Mother Earth brewery on the East Coast in Kinston, North Carolina. We are unaffiliated. Depending on where you search for our name, they might show up in Google search results. Make sure you're looking at the California and Idaho Mother Earth, the real deal, the OGs.
Mother Earth Brew. Right. There you go. Awesome. Cam, drive safe home, and thanks for tuning in on the trail side, brother.
Work-life balance.
Yes, work-life balance.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Heck yeah. Good to hear you, brother.
See you, buddy.
Have a good one.
Cam, man, Mother Earth, owner of Mother Earth Brew Company. What the heck?
That's awesome.
Super awesome.
Just beer all the time.
Beer all the time. I know. Joey's going to go pick up some more tomorrow.
Beer. I mean, I'm not a beer drinker, but yeah, it's refreshing.
Man. It's refreshing. It definitely after a ride.
I'm a PBR guy after a ride.
Let's hit this up. You know what? I wonder if we should jump the gun because I know that Colorado Kid he's got a comedy thing he's got to do tonight. So let's see. Joey, is it okay if we try to get him on real fast?
Colorado Kid does comedy?
He does comedy?
Well, Larry, I should clarify. I think he has a comedy thing. I don't know if he's doing it or not, but we can ask him.
Let's act like we're all frozen.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Just the Maker's on after that. Okay.
Look,
Mark Hill, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Colorado Kid, your voice is live on the air with a live chat audience and Johnny U and Joey Yates. We are good.
My God, you guys have impeccable timing right when I sit down for dinner. But I'm here for you, buddy.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? What are we eating?
What's for dinner? I haven't had dinner yet.
Roasted a chicken and some good old-fashioned mac and cheese. The kids are ecstatic.
Oh, yum.
Winner.
You had me at mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Anybody, you just put mac and cheese on anything.
Winner,
like bacon and mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and chicken dinner.
A restaurant called Bacon and Mac and Cheese, and you would be successful.
You would be. There would be no going out of business for sure.
No. $1 million idea. There you go.
New Zealand is tuning in and says, we want Joe. Spokesman saying dramedy. MTB Tank is saying wild, and Trail Pimp is saying Colorado is a nice guy. Just met him last week, actually.
Oh, yeah, I ran into him at North Star. And unlike him, I did not crash. So maybe he's got a little practice on this. So, you know what I mean? And he's that too, apparently. Okay, so I think I think that cements the fact that I'm probably the greatest mountain bike content creator rider.
There you go.
In this whole thing.
There you go. I can vote for that. I can vote for that.
Yeah.
And was the bike okay? Was like the perfect timing when we were talking to
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Worst crash coverage.
We got you up here and wanted to, ask you, pick your brain on what's the biggest lesson you either learned this year or what are the coolest things that happened to you, Mr. Colorado Kid?
Drop some knowledge.
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing that I know is how little I know. And I know Steve has already kind of told this answer, so I'm not gonna bogart it, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, 87% of the time I'm winging it, and this year has been crazy because a lot of it has been the development of the business side for me, which is not my specialty, not my forte. Like the creative side is, I don't want to say it comes naturally, it's been refined, but like that's where my specialty is, right? Is the creative side. So the fact that I've been having to hone the business side of it it's taken a lot of my time, but it's also like I've learned a lot and a lot more capable. So it's always about, improving your development, taking another aspect that you don't know how to do and improving it so you have less weaknesses than you did before. And that's been the focus of 2024 is just like really seeing if this whole thing could be a viable business. So it's worked well. I'm doing okay.
That is awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, that's a big scary one too. It's like even if you go to business school and you go into business, you're like, they didn't actually teach me that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I got to cut some checks or something. I don't know. Yeah,
right.
So it's been interesting. Learned quite a bit. Still moving. So that's the big push for 2024 was that for me. So in addition to producing a lot of content.
Yeah, good, funny content too. It looked like Johnny, you were going to say something there.
Well, I just find it interesting that there's all these content creators like Seabass and Joe and Jess, and you become a content creator. You don't know that you're going to end up being a business person. That's like the next step.
I mean, when you like get that moment where there's a possibility it could be a career, like I never even fathomed, like it didn't even cross my mind when I started this thing, right? Like, so there's still like so much to learn and so much to do and all that stuff, and there's still a lot of ground to cover. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's definitely been interesting. It definitely is, a learning process, and we're all just learning all the time, like everybody is, like whether it's evolving your content or evolving whatever else. It's been an interesting challenge. I can also confirm that I've never been more stressed out in my life than now. So this thing is not all freaking games.
But you smell good.
Yeah, it's positive stress, and whatever. At the end of the day, like I know I'll get the job done. So it's like fine.
Yeah. And Johnny was saying, but you smell good, and that was a allude to
damn good.
Everyman Jack.
Oh my God, dude, I got so lucky that Spokesman and my buddy John pulled up at that moment. I needed a stunt crotch for that video, and asking that of your friends is a weird request, but we made it happen. I was like, I need my face in someone's crotch, and so you got good friends when they don't even hesitate.
There you go. So it sounds like the lesson is like also pushing through something new, the business side of things, that the realization that this could be a career and that you can go for it. So with that, is there anything to fear for people that are kind of like hovering around that part of life? Is there anything to fear about the business side?
I mean, you can't. You just got to keep doing it. Like, you just can't be afraid to ask. Like, I know some people are just starting out and getting used to the idea of maybe asking a company for a product or money. And it's like, you got to realize, like, they get direct access to our not fans, what am I looking for? Like our followers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's something it's a platform that I built over a long time. So it's like, I don't know. At first, when I started this thing, I was scared to ask, and I'm not as scared anymore. So it's been good.
That's good. That's a great lesson for folks out there. Yeah. Because a lot of times they have the budgets and things, especially.
Yeah, they have the budget. So like, when I first started, I think I might have hit Shammy Butter up, and I was like, hey, this cool idea for a video. Like, if you got some budget, and they're like, sure. And I maybe asked for $250 or something, and it was the start of it all, right? So it's like, that was all a learning experience from awkwardness to confidence. It took time.
Yeah, like figuring out the lanes there, and that they actually there and exist. So it's not like you were asking for a big favor. It's
yeah, and then you come to realize a lot of these businesses, like not necessarily the bigger businesses, but when they do create content, they're hiring someone to do that. They're paying them a bunch of money. I've seen companies that are doing, you look at a spot they made, it's like the Subaru thing that I did. It's like that budget must have been at least 50 to 80 grand. Like, and so it's like, we know how to edit, we know how to produce. So it's like, you can leverage that skill set. And yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I've been thinking about a lot lately, despite the fact that all you guys see is the silly videos. There's a lot of
contemplation behind the scenes these days on how things work. So
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm I'm glad that we're all here too to see you go through that and see what comes out the other side, which is pretty phenomenal. As far as the silly stuff goes, Just the Maker is saying, ask Colorado Kid to do his best Pearl Jam impression. Oh my God, 3, 2, 1, go.
Jeremy spoken, yes, dear.
Oh damn!
I remember picking on the boy. Seemed a harmless little. All right, you get the point. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. Did we lose Joe and get Eddie Vedder?
That was amazing.
I can't distinguish the two.
That was amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it, Jess. You have to deal with that in Oaxaca nonstop.
Yes. Oh man. Joe, thank you so much. Colorado Kid, thank you so much for jumping on the show. We got to let you get to the kids and to dinner, but
Mac
dude,
and cheese.
you are the man. Chicken and mac and cheese.
Good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colorado Kid.
Later,
brother.
Peace.
Dude, Colorado Kid, that's freaking crazy too.
Now I just want some mac and cheese.
They got to teach a class. Do they do that now in college? I don't even know. I'm so far removed.
Well, you
Like
know,
being a content creator and how to become a business out of that.
I think that's a big need. And I think one of the folks that's in here, hopefully we'll get him on here tonight here shortly because he's on, I think, East Coast time.
I was just gonna
Central
say.
time zone over there. Yeah, he put together, which as you know, the content creator camp, where things like this can be learned and shared as far as going through a bunch of stuff.
I am not spinning the wheel. We are just going directly to the Dutchman.
We're rolling to the Dutchman. Okay, he's got a 4 a.m.
This guy again.
Going to the Dutchman. I'm just so glad that everybody so far has answered, and I haven't had to hang up before it says the person you called at 951. Like hang up before their number. Why am I blanking on Jonathan JT? Do I have him as the Dusty Dutchman?
It's 1:30 here.
Dusty.
It's a school night. JT,
Dusty.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you over the podcast so everyone can bug him.
Yes, I got it right here. I got it right here. I think I got it right here. Is it start with a 2?
Hold on, I was faking. It starts with a 2.
And then end with a 3?
Very last number is a 3.
Got him.
And the numbers in between are.
I call it in right now.
That number again.
The Dutchman you were trying to reach has been located.
Yes, what's happening?
What's happening, guys?
Dutchman.
We got Johnny is singing right now.
I just think he needs a theme song.
Yeah, give him a theme song. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, let's have it. Come on now.
JT, the Dusty Dutchman. The Dusty Dutchman. It's JT. Sorry, it's 4 a.m. here. That's all I got left.
I know, man. Yeah, these West Coast boys are keeping us up late, huh?
I know.
They're eating mac and cheese and baked chicken.
Yeah,
that's what I had for dinner. That's what I had for dinner.
Did you have mac and cheese?
I literally had mac and cheese and chicken for real.
Oh.
I'm a child.
This is amazing. I think, this is like
Did you
a
see his latest video? The video that came out today, he put out a video. Fantastic.
It's perfect timing. It's perfect timing for this.
Right?
Yes.
The screen
I knew it was going to happen.
Right, which alludes to the whole JT. What is something cool that happened to you this year, or what's a good lesson that you learned from this year? Look at all those people that, by the way.
Well, I mean, the creator camp was obviously the coolest thing that happened to me this year. But if I got to go with a lesson, I think it would be that I've had to really look at how I'm spending my free time, which, in my workflow and my daily routines, there really is no such thing as free time. So like, I've really had to look at how I use my time, and I've decided that just based on kind of just being frustrated with some other stuff, is that I am doubling down on spending my time on relationships rather than like things.
Ooh.
And I guess, and the reason for that, like the goal, I guess what I'm looking for is is just finding more more sustainable like happiness, I guess. You know what I mean? Like in the bike culture, obviously in the community, there's so much, we put so much emphasis on things, right? Bikes and parts and shiny things that we love to spend our money on. And I'm all about that. That's certainly, I'm never going to stop, upgrading bikes, buying bikes, building bikes. And I'm totally into that. But I've just, I don't know, over the course of specifically this year, I've really just learned that I'm just so much more fulfilled when I spend my time on relationships and just building relationships or strengthening relationships, new ones, old ones, just that. Like Creator Camp to me was such a wake up call because since it ended, like I've never had such a sustainable, fulfilling experience. Like so many times you buy a new bike part, you make a cool like video that does well, and it's like most of my videos that have done well have usually been around something technical, and that's always great. And I've always I certainly enjoy when videos do well and when parts are cool, but those highs are so fleeting to me. And Creator Camp was such an eye-opening experience of like that high. I've been on it ever since. And I think that's just a good indicator to me that that's the type of thing that my time needs to be spent on. And everything else I do in my channel will continue, but like at least I know now where the emphasis should be, and that like the hours and hours and hours of phone calls that I had this year about Creator Camp, like just that alone, even if there was no Creator Camp, just the fact that I spent so much of my time calling people and just like, calling people I never talked to before, having actual, conversations with people that I had never talked to before. And then meeting some of these people, like that whole process, that journey, and then everything afterwards, like that has all been so rewarding to me. And so I would encourage anybody to take that lesson and just like really look at what, how you're spending your time. And, time is money. Mm-hmm. So you can look at that currency in a very similar way. And how are you spending it? And what are you getting the biggest return on? And that would be my lesson of the year.
Damn, that one's deep.
Yeah.
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 It's one of those things, sometimes you gotta go outside of your comfort zone to get that perspective. You know what I mean? We get so buried in our day to day that everything becomes just part of that normal process, and you don't gain perspective until you do something different. And like what really motivated me to push outside of that norm was actually how bad my YouTube channel has been doing this year. Like my growth has almost completely stopped. Like I haven't had a single video this year that really did well compared to like the last couple of years. And so I guess I like had to put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? Like so often I've said like, I don't, it's not important to me how well the videos do. Like the growth is not important. But that's easy to say. Like when the trending, when the trending is up, that's an easy thing to say. Like that's a privileged position to be able to say that doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
But once things start going the other way, you really, it was definitely like a check, a self check, and I guess it probably bothered me a little bit more than I thought it would, and that's kind of how I started and why I started looking to something else. You know what I mean? Like how else can I feel fulfilled and where else can I find joy? And I found it in people.
That's cool. That's really cool. I love one of the things you said there about time as currency, because man, that is the one thing we can't make more of. Like we're given X amount and that's it. We don't even know how much is in that time bank account, so to speak.
No. And and now that I have this perspective, I look at things like this, like your guys' podcast, you and Joey and then Johnnie, and like it explains to me very clearly why I'm so drawn to these podcasts. I'm so drawn to you guys. I'm so drawn to this type of entertainment and this type of just hangout, like, because this is so engaging and interacting, and it's like, it's not passive, you know what I mean? It's interactive. It's not, I could watch a video on, how to properly tune my rear derailleur, but I would certainly rather hang out with you guys and look at your faces for 2 hours.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. Give him the best smile you got there, Johnny. Give him the goods. There you go.
Woo!
Dang, JT, thank you so much.
JT dropping some gems.
That's a good gem. Time,
Yeah.
people, connection.
Yeah.
Man.
And then I will say because Normal Mountain Biker had such a good banger of a quote, and I got one too, and it's almost as deep. I'll say it's almost as deep, but it's kind of like a Confucius. This is some old wisdom, and that is, it's better to be a smart fella than a fart smeller.
100%.
I don't know.
Joey was really tuning in for that one.
I was tuning in. I'm like,
you guys were hanging on that one.
Smart fella. That's a lot to live up to.
Right, take that
right?
Don't be the fart smeller. Be the smart fella.
Always be the smart fella.
Take that. Was that Jeff?
That was Jeff.
Deep
really
thoughts.
good.
Deep thoughts.
Yes. No.
Deep thoughts with JT.
JT. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, JT bringing this in. Spokesman MTB with a $50 bang to the studio. If I had one piece of advice, I'd have to say never park under a tree in Bentonville.
I don't know, but he does have a nice new truck, right?
Yeah, true.
He did get a new truck out of that.
Yeah.
I got to see that truck firsthand.
True.
Sick rig.
Super sick rig. And then also in ending, when it comes to give the folks a plug on Creator Camp, when's it going to happen, and how do you get to it? Is it invite only or?
It will be the first weekend after Labor Day, I think, from here on out. I think that worked really, really well. So if anybody is interested in coming, I got obviously all you guys are on my short list of people that I would like to have out there next year as creators. Everybody's welcome to come. It's just as far as coming out to be creators / campers, we're probably only going to have maybe 20 to 25 at the most. But there's certainly other ways that anybody can come out. It's just the people that are actually going to be competing in the contest for the prizes are going to be we're probably going to lock that at like 20 or 25. But anybody that's got questions or interested in being any kind of part of it, like I said in my video, which you should definitely go watch, please DM me or send me an email. If anybody wants to come and wants to be a part of it, we will make that happen one way or another. But
I love it.
The creators are going to be invite only for now. If this thing pops off, it's eventually going to have to be probably some kind of a application process. And those that made it this year because they came out first year, we'll grandfather them in here from here on out. But in the future, we're going to have to, if it becomes as big as we would like it to, then we're going to have to probably do some sort of application process. But for right now, if you want to come, you talk to me, we'll make it happen.
That's awesome. I love it. Yes. Folks, head on over to YouTube. Check out the Dusty Dutchman's YouTube video that just came out. Tell you all about this creators camp. It just dropped today, so it's fresh off the editing block.
Incredible content creator. He should have won the whole thing, but he wasn't part of it.
I know, he could have.
Yeah, he was running it.
You got to give these boys a chance, these boys and girls taking the chance.
Right?
He's like, I know what I'm doing.
JT, thank you for jumping on the podcast and really appreciate it. And great words of wisdom on time and people, relationships, and connection. Good Lord, that was good.
Thanks so much for having me. Good to see you guys. I hope to see you guys in person soon enough.
Yes, sir.
Brother.
You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much.
You
too. JT is the man.
Dusty Dutchman, folks. Yes, my goodness. Let's get on over, since we're on the other side of the country, let's get this one in. Since we just talked about it, she asked, "Is that my audio? Was that my audio?"
Yeah, royalties from that, Mark.
Yeah. We got. I got a lot of. We got. I got to figure that out.
Yeah, she's gonna be on my same pay scale, I bet.
Hey, Jess the Maker.
I must be like on a delay because I'm still watching the Dutchman talking, but I was like, wait a second, why is he calling me now? Yeah, technology.
I love it. Since we were on that side of the country, I was like, oh, let's go ahead and grab Jess the Maker real quick.
Yeah, let's go over to Bentonville.
Freaking hilarious, Jess the Maker, for the folks of you who recognize that name or follow her on Instagram. And she is hilarious on and off camera. And dude, the videos that you were dropping about how to pay off your e-bike, some of the recent ones, and the posing like fishing was hilarious.
Good.
Thank you.
The Tony
is hilarious. Come on.
Yeah.
Wait, Johnny, what's that? Oh, that's because you left your phone unattended, probably.
Yeah, I just kept popping up. I left my phone unattended at Sky Park, and I got back to the hotel room. I got like 10 pictures of her face. I guess she had just, all you got to do is swipe to get the camera. And she was popping photos.
No one's fault but you. Oh my God.
That was
I'm
good.
going to cherish those for life. Okay. Those are mine. Those are mine now, Jess.
Yeah.
Oh, Jess, when it comes to what we're asking people on the show tonight, it's about lessons. And some of the lessons, I mean, you've been all over this year. You got to experience a lot of different things. You hit 100,000 followers on Instagram. Good Lord. What would you say is one of the biggest lessons that you learned this year, and or one of the coolest things that happened this year to you?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I, listening into everyone else's like responses, first, I just want to say last month I went on a backpacking trip with some friends, and I learned that biking is way more fun. I already knew that. That was the lesson I had to relearn. And it was a good reminder of, why I love bikes so much. Like, walking is hard. But seriously, I think the biggest thing that I really learned this year was asking for help when I needed it. And because, and likewise, I hope everyone kind of takes that to heart, because I have not done this alone. 100,000 followers is amazing, and I certainly haven't gotten here without the help of a lot of other people too.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's been Colorado Kid and Normal Mountain Biker, Outside Brendan, like reaching out to them when I was first starting out. I was kind of looking to other mountain bike creators in the space that were like ahead of me. So I was like, okay, like let me ask them advice. I don't know what to charge people. I don't know like what to say in response to this email, or, and they've all been, super, super awesome. And so, and now, like I just had a great conversation with Heather just last week, and just being able to like knowledge share, is really important. And like I said, I just think there's nothing wrong with asking for help when you need it. And, I've asked friends to help, film, help be extras. Tony's obviously helped so much. But yeah, ask for help, because it's really, this kind of work can become, you can kind of get siloed a little bit sometimes. Like, at least for me, I do, Tony does work as well, but it's hard because I really don't have coworkers. So it's kind of fun that, y'all have your crew, and, you guys are kind of like coworkers and can support each other. And, so it is good. It's good to just like have that camaraderie and like have a sense of, some kind of team. Oh, geez. What is Colorado saying now?
He's saying jokes on you. He still doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, we all are just kind of, every day I'm learning. It's so crazy because you asked me that question, and I'm like, man, every day I'm learning something new, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. He's pulled up the one where you're doing the showing like how men hold fish.
Yeah.
That one had me on the floor.
So good. So good.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, Jess, this is a great one. Like a lot of us look up to you and Colorado Kid and Normal. You guys are kind of the pioneers moving things forward for a lot of us that are trying to get, gain followers, get our edit's good and, capture attention. But it's nice to hear that even at your level, asking for help, it's never, you're never in a spot where you could just kind of like be like, I am good. I don't need anybody. It's nice to be able to know that you can always ask for help. There's always something to learn. There's always something to do a little better.
There's always something to learn. And I think in that same thing, like knowing, I think, who was it? I think the Dutchman was saying like, time is money, your time is valuable. And along those same lines, just kind of knowing your worth, and yeah, I think it's kind of like on both ends. It's like, I think when I talk to brands or even just people who are asking me about content stuff, I just think being okay with asking for money. I think Joe mentioned this too. It's like in the beginning, you're like, well, I don't know. I'm just going to make up a number and throw it out there and see if someone will give me $250.
Right.
Then you're like, wait, they paid that way too easily. Maybe I should charge more for that.
Yeah.
And I think just, like knowing what you're worth, but like, it's hard at first because you're like, I don't know. I don't want to scare anybody off. I want to make sure, but I think at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're happy. And for me, it's like, I don't want to, I did get a little burnt out this year. I took on way too many like smaller one-off projects, and my theme for next year is like, work smarter, not harder, and charge more money, take on less projects. Right. It's just like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I
think that's
Oh, the hair helmet.
I just find it interesting.
It took a long time.
I talked about this before. People are like, why do people pay content creators? I'm like, when's the last time you watched a commercial? Everyone fast forwards through commercials or anything, but you have 100,000 people actually watching you. You're reaching more people than an actual commercial, which costs, I don't know, a few $100,000.
Right.
So
and it's
you got to know your worth, I guess.
Yeah.
Right
and it's
to
a
your
focus.
audience. Yeah, right.
Correct. There you go. Yeah, it's a focused audience. You're not just a shotgun approach to who knows who's a mountain biker and who isn't. It's just, these are mountain bikers or interested in mountain biking. Yeah.
Right.
So smart. Yeah, navigating. I feel like that's a theme. Navigating waters that you're not familiar with is okay. Just move forward, cruise through it. Make changes when you have to, and keep going.
And have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Oh, sorry, Mark.
No, go ahead. You were saying have fun and
just have fun. I think whenever I'm getting to this point where it's starting to feel a little too stressful, I'm like, damn it, this is fun. I get to do this, and I try to do some positive reframing for myself because at the end of the day, no matter what we do in life, if anyone read any of like Mark Manson's stuff, he talks a lot about like, no matter what you do in life, whether it's like your dream job or not, there's a shit sandwich that you have to eat. Okay, there it is. No matter what. I get a lot of people being like, what? You're a content creator? That's so cool. And then, earlier that day I was like, stressing and bummed out about something, and then I'm like, and then I end up feeling guilty. I'm like, I should be grateful. But but like I said, I at least, because I do this, because I do the content creation, at least I'm eating a shit sandwich that I want to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Good call. Good call. No matter where you are, you're eating one of those. So at least,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
made my own,
Yeah. I like that.
Made your own shit
Well, and speaking of, I'm still waiting for my royalty check for that fart audio that you used.
Yes.
It is me.
That is just in Sedona. That was hilarious.
Oh.
Did the bidet commercial.
Yeah. The love bidet.
The love bidet. So good. Oh, Jeff. Johnny,
now that I've met her and I can see her face. Now I've met her and see her face and then hear that noise. It's leaving
Yep.
Trail Pimp is saying Jess and Colorado are so funny.
Aww.
Best bike comedy.
Thanks, Trail Pimp.
There you go. He also says, if I had $1 million, I would give it to her.
Oh man, that's so nice.
Right?
I
Yes.
appreciate that, and I really do appreciate you all too. Just like what you guys are doing, and kind of just echo what the Dutchman was saying earlier too. Just like it's really cool that this is different. You know, like I make very short, fleeting videos that might bring a little bit of joy to someone's day, but it's cool to have conversations like this. And I feel like every time I'm in here, I like look at people in the chat. I'm like, oh, who's that? And then I'll go subscribe to their channel. As you know, I'm still like kind of a YouTube newbie, so it's nice. I love this community, and I love what you guys are doing, and it's great work. So keep it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jess. Man,
Yeah.
we feel the exact
Yeah.
same way. Johnny, you were going to say?
I was going to say, such a great person. I was so happy to finally meet her in person, and she is everything that you see in the videos. She's that person.
Totally.
Yep.
Complete goofball.
Yes.
Complete goofball. Yes. Oh, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Jess. Say hi to Tony for us, and thanks for jumping on. You are
All right, y'all
awesome.
have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's 4 in the morning here, so it's morning.
So good. So good. Man, Joey, how many do we have left on the wheels? The wheels still.
I think there's 17.
Oh, man.
We're getting there. We're
I don't know
about
if we're
8.
going to be able to. You may not reach some of these folks. I'm sure Cab was at the bike park, but that was like an hour
Coming
ago.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's dark, so I don't think he's at the bike park anymore.
Yeah, I don't think he's at the bike park anymore. Adamoff, we got Spokesman. We got Nate, who is in Colorado, I think. Yeah. Moab, Utah. So yeah, he's Utah. We got Versus Tires and Mia DePaula, who's going to be at Rampage soon. Give that sucker a spin. Is it still working?
Let's see.
Johnny's got the sleepy eyes.
It's
11
o'clock here. My butt.
Oh man!
I've been wearing my bike shorts at padded.
There we go.
Oh, this
Mia,
kid.
let's get her Women's MTB Network in the house. Okay, let's go. Get it on here. Da da da.
Let's get some Mia in.
Man, the soundboard's still working, so the bills have been paid. So that's good.
Why am I doing? I think I just tried to stay awake. I got
we go.
Tomorrow.
Hello.
Hey, Women's Mountain Bike Network. This is Mia DePaula, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Your voice is live on the segment podcast with Johnny Yu from the MTB Q&A and Joey.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, you guys?
What's happening?
You know, I'm just chilling, waiting for the weekend. What are you guys up to?
Ooh, yes.
Tomorrow.
Johnny's already at tomorrow.
Already in tomorrow.
It's late Friday right now.
It is late. MTB Sheen Queen's passing out. She stayed up until 11. She says, I'm out East Time Zone. Night.
If I am here, she is here.
No, right?
What kind of story?
I love that so much.
Oh man, Mia, we'll just dive right into it. You're doing so many great things. I know we got Rampage. You had the Women of Rampage podcast this last week. If you haven't had a chance, go check that out. That was good. But as far as lessons go for this year, I know you're growing like crazy. Your channel, your garage with all the bikes, like all the stuff you're doing. What is one of the biggest lessons that you learned this year?
Oh man, so many. I'd say the most recent one, as we're kind of coming to the close of the year, would be to trust your gut. You know, like trust your gut, and if something's not going right, just follow your instincts and follow your gut. And I think it's the lesson I took this year, and it's one that I think I'm going to take with me forever now into the network. Is just trust your gut, trust your instincts.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife says it all the time. She goes with her gut. My gut says something, go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm typically like that. I listen to myself a lot, but sometimes I think I let my compassion get in the way of things, you know? And I had a really good call the other day with our good friend Adam Moss.
Oh, yes.
And Adam is always an amazing human to talk to, and he gives me some really great advice. And I learned some things about myself, and that's kind of what I'm going with. It's like, trust yourself, go with your gut.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I like that. It's simple, but you do have a gut feeling for a reason. So why not have that
There
weigh
you
in?
go.
Right?
There you go.
I like that. I like that. And as far as something really cool that you could think of that happened this last year to you, what would you say that would be?
You mean in regards to the network, right?
Could
In
be
regards to the network?
could be anything. Network, mountain biking, new trail, new feeling,
Oh,
emotion.
man.
Seeing me
Just
again.
Seeing Johnnie.
making more. Yeah. I just love meeting more folks in the community and like-minded individuals that have the same mission as we do to grow the sport, to bring awareness, and to have fun on bikes. I think just in general, the year has been really great and really generous for us. Money, monetary things, and everything. I'm rich because I have you guys. I'm rich because I have good people and friends around me. And I think that was a really big highlight of the year for me, is meeting more folks on bikes and learning that lesson of, the mutual understanding of all, this is what we want to do. We want to grow our community and be kind to each other. So
Yes.
I don't know if that answers your question, Mark, but it's kind of a loaded question.
It did, yeah. I think that is one of the coolest things, like just being in the community and experiencing the greatness of the community and all the people and everything that's in it. Yeah.
And it's going to blow up next week with Rampage. I think we're really going to see the community come together and rally against the women first time competing in Rampage. I think it's going to be a monumental time next Thursday, this time next week.
Nice. Can't wait.
That's going to be awesome. Yeah. Definitely going to be tuning in. Johnnie, you were going to say?
No, I was going to say it's huge. It's going to be groundbreaking for this sport.
Yeah.
Yes. So much so. It's going to be
absolutely groundbreaking. We're going to be driving out there Tuesday, me, Lauren, and Sierra. So you guys better watch out for all the stories. We've got some cool shenanigans coming your way.
Climb up that mountain and get us some good stories.
Yes. Heck yeah. Is that going to be on the Women's MTB Network page, Mia?
Yeah, it'll be on our Instagram page. We're going to tag ourselves, Sierra and myself, too, so folks can follow wherever. But mainly on the Women's MTB Network Instagram and YouTube channel for the shorts. We're going to try and go live on Instagram as much as possible, as much as we can show from the back end. And we're going to have an interview with the athletes, the female athletes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely insane, you guys. Like, it's not real. I can't believe it's real.
It's real.
That is real. It's real.
And you guys.
Yeah. You earned that spot to be there. It's going to be great. Just,
it's going to be amazing.
Like when you see the ESPN folks or the Red Bull cameras, just, you belong there too. Just say, scoot over. Oh, they're coming to my camera.
Like network.
Yeah. You guys can go to zone 1.
Do you know who I am?
Commercial.
Yeah.
Have my finger on that share.
We got. Sorry, Johnnie. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm going to have my finger on that share button.
Yeah.
On that, I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys with all the support. Yeah, we're very fortunate. We got media credentials to be out there, so it's going to be great. We'll be able to release things in real time as other outlets do as well. So it's going to be amazing.
Dude, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Mia, thank you so much for jumping on. And then tell the folks again where they could be tuning in to see all this stuff when it happens.
It's on Instagram. Our handle is Women's MTB Network. So Women's MTB Network. Just follow us there and you guys will get all the information.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mia DePaula from Women's MTB Network. Thank you for jumping on, girl.
Love me some
thank
Mia.
you guys. Have a great night. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. I can't wait to see you next week.
Love it.
Have a good night, you guys.
See you, Mia.
Good morning.
Wow. Dude, she's doing some great things, huh?
Love me some Mia.
Me too. Oh,
and you guys were the conduit. How I met her.
Yeah, you guys had like so many similarities. I thought you guys were related. I was like, what the heck is going on right now?
Not even that. Just a great. She's just fun. She's just a fun human being. I love her to death.
So fun, so fun. When it comes to Rampage and the women, Trail Pimp saying, I want Camellia to win Rampage. Ooh, he's got his money on her. Yes. Joey, how are we doing on the wheel? Are we getting close? Or are we?
We got 10 more left.
10 more left. Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Just spin it. Rapid fire. We'll do rapid fire.
Here we
Just
go.
as soon as they come on, you go, how do you feel? What'd you learn?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, we got this is Steve Caballero. Let's see. He may or may not pick up because I know his schedule is crazy. But let's see. Calling Steve Caballero
Well, that's
right
not
now.
an excuse. I got a bed calling me. I'm still here.
No excuses.
We definitely are running this show a little bit later, huh, fellas? Yeah, he may not be available.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We will cut that before it says the number, but yes. So let's take Cab off there. But I know if you get a chance, if you go to Steve Caballero on Instagram, he's dropping some really cool lessons and things like that. All right, we got Nate, owner of Tasco in Moab. Now I know Nate had a meeting with Bosch tonight, so let's see if we can interrupt that meeting.
I bought the wife a pair. Dial.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought the wife a pair of Vans, and I went to the van store, and I was looking at the half cabs.
Oh yeah. Did you get the half cabs?
No, but the girl was talking to me about it. She goes, "Oh, those are the Steve Caballero ones," and I go, "You mean this guy?" And I showed her the picture with me and him that you out in Bentonville. She's like, "No way!"
Hi there, this is Nate with Tasco. Sorry,
Okay, there we go, Nate.
It's getting late.
It's getting late. I know it's getting late.
Is it getting late, guys?
It's well, I definitely know it's late for
Look at there he is, Nate himself.
Oh, those are the new okay, those are cool.
Yeah, those are the Misfits right there.
No, those are the new ones.
Those guys are creepy. Ooh.
I want to get that. I hung out with him and Robert in Bentonville. Nate.
Yes.
I went over to their house because my buddy Brian on a bike was staying. We went out to dinner and we came back and he was like, hey, I'm Nate. And Tasco, there was all these Tasco boxes out in the garage. And I'm like,
what's in there?
They're just open. There are gloves everywhere. And
I do remember that because they're like, what are you doing right now? I'm like, I'm in bed. And it was like, Johnny's here. Robert B. Wunker was here. Like everybody was there. I was like, what's going on at the Tasco house?
I got to meet Robert. Such a cool dude.
Right?
Oh,
Give it a spin there, Joey.
I'm spinning.
Who do we got?
Jeff
we are landing on Adam Mock, I think. Adam Mock.
How many times do I have to talk to him?
I know we're outside the window.
How many times were you lucky enough to talk to him?
I know.
Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, is this Adam Mock?
Yay!
Yes.
Is this the whole segment crew?
Yes, you are live with. Yes.
That's I am an honorary segment guy.
I want to know. Speaking of like what you learned this year, how is Johnnie still up? Is what I want to know.
Barely.
So do I.
Trooper. He's a trooper.
He's definitely a trooper.
Johnny is a trooper.
You're gonna keep him up until his hat brim is flat.
Right. Johnny's gonna be in the studio tomorrow, like with the wrong camera, going the wrong direction.
He's obviously done this before. Am I allowed to say fuck? I thought earlier in the program Johnny said we gotta watch our language.
No. No, definitely. You can let it rip.
I can curse all the I want then. No. I bleeped everything out. I'm very whoa, look at Joey. Anyways, Adam. Mark asks questions.
Give it to him, Johnny. Yeah, ask him the question.
I'm afraid I'm all nervous in front of Adam. I get all nervous.
What
are some life lessons that you've learned this year? Talk to us.
Oh, there you go.
Share with us.
Wow, dreamy voice.
Johnny, it's hard to hear Johnny. It sounds like he's like muffled in the background.
Oh, Johnny, hit him again. Give him that voice.
What are some life lessons you've learned this year? Am I still muffled?
That was very soothing.
Yeah.
Now I heard that one.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
groovy set of songs about clouds.
life lessons I learned this year. So I'll tell you something that I've known, but have really tried to implement, and it's called Parkinson's Law. Are you guys familiar with Parkinson's Law?
No, I'm not. I don't know yet.
Parkinson's Law is pretty cool. So it essentially Parkinson's Law says that work will expand or shrink to fit the time allowed for it. And this came back in like the 1965. This British guy named Cyril Parkinson came up with this. And they've done studies on it. So if you're ever trying to set a goal, it's pretty interesting because we'll set goals and then we'll set like a due date. Like let's say, I don't know, you want to build something in the next 3 months. Well, you'll do it in 3 months because that's what you've allowed yourself the time to do. But Parkinson's Law says if you say I want to build it in 2 months or maybe even a month and a half, you will find a way to do that and you can get that done quicker. This is why in other countries, you might get like a 4-day work week because they found the same thing, that work expands or shrinks to fit the time allowed for it. And the hard thing is the more time you give work, the more excuses you come up with to procrastinate or even say why you can't get it done until the last second. So if you really want to accomplish a lot of goals in a short amount of time, you can lean into the studies on Parkinson's Law and actually, make your work or your goals expand or shrink to fit the time you give it.
Wow.
Wow.
This is you owe me a soda. Wait, now what is it? You said it is Parkinson's?
Parkinson's, not to be confused with Parkinson's disease, but
Parkinson.
1955. Yeah, Parkinson's Law.
Wow.
I gotta write stuff down again. Oh, this guy.
Dude, that's a good one.
I'm gonna show it to my boss.
Because, like I said, it's helped me get a lot of things done. I've had a very, very busy year, and a lot of times you think you don't have enough time, but the truth of the matter is you find a way to make it work.
That's cool. That's really cool. I love that. And Adam, I noticed, and I just watched one of your videos that you dropped this week on YouTube. So you're back in the in the MTB creation again on that side.
Well, yeah, to some degree. I haven't been wanting to stop, and I think I've been pretty vocal when people ask me about it. I've just really had to take a year to myself, get my health in order, kind of find a balance between what's on my plate and the amount of stress I had. And I think I let people know in another video. I had a mini stroke about a year ago, so I was just trying to make sure I got through the next year without having a full blown stroke.
Yes.
But yeah, it felt good to be on the bike and to drop a video. I don't know how regularly I'll be doing it yet still with the end of the year coming up. But, my hope is by 2025, I'll be back in a regular rhythm of things. I'm very, very excited about some of the other things that I have been working on that I'll also be rolling out soon. So a lot of things to look forward to.
Nice. Awesome. Yes. Heck yeah. Trail Pimp saying, I saw Adam's new video and loved it.
How could you?
So sweet. Appreciate that. Makes my heart smile.
Yes, yes. And Adam, let people know where they can tune into you to see a lot of the stuff that you're going to be putting in on Instagram and then in 2025 back in YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, I'm just Adam Mock, and Instagram, adammock.lcs for leadership coaching specialist. And even my website, adammock.com. If you go there, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you can actually read the newsletter archive. If you sign up for the newsletter, you get it a month before it comes out. And I launched a new podcast because, there's a lot of cool podcasters out there like yourself and Johnnie. And but mine's not mountain biking related. It's life development, personal development related. Just kind of living your best life, called Rescue Your Dreams. And I'm trying to get into a regular rhythm of that. But all that information is actually on adammock.com. So you can go there and check out what's up.
I love it. There it is right there.
And legend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Adam, with everything that's going on, man, in your life, it's great to hear your voice and awesome to hear the lesson that you learned and shared with us. Very cool. Very
I
cool.
appreciate that. I love you all. Love the community. Always a pleasure to be able to get even just a little bit of time with you guys.
Yeah, God, we love it too. Parkinson's Law, ladies and gentlemen.
He's even got that voice.
Yeah, I know he does. Yes,
He's got
yes.
that voice. You just want to sit and listen.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. Adam Mock. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Mock, folks.
Woo. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
See
brother.
you next year, brother. Ride and shine.
All right. You guys have a great night.
You too, Adam. Thank you, bro.
It's morning. Peace.
Man, that was awesome. Okay, we have a lot of who else do we have? Okay, we're dwindling down here.
Clicking there.
There we go.
Here it
It's
goes.
either
Here
Scott
it goes.
versus Tyre, Heather
Troy.
Munide, Brian Gong, or Spokesman. And we are getting.
It's just changing colors.
I know, right? It was kind of glitching.
Oh,
Spokesman. This will be interesting because Spokesman has been traveling quite a bit. Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Here we go.
Now I'm just getting punch drunk, sleepy.
Let's get him in here.
I'll call him.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Spokesman. I wonder where Spokesman is, by the way.
Hello.
Hey, Spokesman, Steve, what's happening? You are on the segment podcast.
How are you?
Good. Steve, we have.
It's nice to hear your voice. In fact, it's nice to hear all your voices. I miss you guys so very much.
Oh,
man.
Miss you too, brother.
Totally. It's been a while, man. It's been a while, but you are a traveling man.
He's a traveling man.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a wayward soul this year. This has been a very busy and ambitious year, and I'd like to say I pulled it all off, but boy, am I exhausted.
Yes, and I mean, like we have pictures here. We have Joey's got you on the white line in your old 4Runner before the new 4Runner came.
That's right.
He'll drive that thing anywhere.
Mia's saying you're coming to visit her tomorrow, which is awesome.
Nice.
That's right. I'm looking forward to seeing Mia tomorrow midday, and then not quite sure what's happening after that, but we're gonna have a whole lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's the best way to go. Like keep it open and see what happens.
Can't wait for that video.
Yes. Brian Gong saying, sucks. I just missed getting together with Spokesman MTB last weekend. So close. Dusty Dutchman saying, Steve. So, Johnny, you did such a good job, like asking the question. I'm going to put it in your hands. Go ahead.
Steve, if you could, in your sexiest voice, tell us some of a life lesson or something you've learned this past year traveling across the country.
Beautiful.
Well, Johnny.
Wow.
You know.
Oh, that got me.
I have been. Oh my. I have
Where was
been traveling. I have been jumping out into the world head first with my eyes closed, and the one thing that I can take away from this that has been the biggest gift and the biggest chance that I've taken is just kind of jumping off into the deep end of the pool and talking to people that I would not normally talk to.
Ooh.
I grew up a very, very shy and reclusive person. Didn't like talking to people, couldn't talk to girls, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
And later in life, I realized, what have I got to lose? You know, and there are so many people out there. There are so many potential friends out there, and you're not going to find out who they are until you walk up to them and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And so, as a result of this new tactic, I've been approaching people, and I've just been striking up a conversation. You know, when I'm on the road, I'll walk into a brewery and I'll sit down and I'll talk to the guy to the right of me, and I'll have a great conversation with him. And I'll learn something about them, and they'll learn something about me, and maybe we'll agree on a lot of stuff, and maybe we won't. But either way, we both walk away smarter, and maybe we'll stay in touch. And I've made a couple of lifelong friends that way. And so what I would say is go out there and do it. And if it's a little bit uncomfortable, do it anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Because you have everything to gain and almost nothing to lose. Friendship is free.
God dang. That's good.
Go
ahead, Johnny.
I met Steve for the first time in Bentonville, you know, outside of my No, I'm just kidding. You do it. I met him first time in Bentonville outside of my podcast, but Steve is that guy. Like Lauren again, just finally met him in person and just fell in love with him. That's my wife, if you're new. He is that guy. Like every person, he was just, hey, and he'd go over this way and he'd start starting a conversation. Friendliest human being, one of the friendliest human beings I've ever met. And you say it right, friendship's free.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you to say that.
No, it really was. It was a great personality trait.
I count you guys among my closest friends. You are truly awesome, amazing, and wonderful people. You're fun to talk to. I feel open. I don't have to hide anything. I can be who I am, which isn't always appropriate, but it's always fun. It's always honest. And I mean, Mark and Joey, we've spent quite a bit of time together. And Johnnie, God, I can't wait till I see you again. We just have a freaking blast. And that's what it's all about. Put yourself out there, meet the people, because I tell you, man, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be somebody that you're really glad you met.
Yeah. Good point. And if it's in the mountain bike community, it's even probably 9.9 times out of 10. It's going to be a good interaction.
We're so lucky to be part of such an amazing group of people. It's just incredible. I'm humbled by it regularly.
What is it that you did to get over that hump? Like for some people, it's not a big deal to go say hi to somebody that they don't know. For other people, it's really stressful.
And yeah, it is difficult. I turned a corner in my life. I started interviewing a lot for jobs when I moved back to California, and this is quite a while ago. And I realized that if I didn't go to these interviews and really put myself out there and just be me, then I wasn't going to do very well. You need to be able to talk to people. And so I decided to stop worrying about what everyone else thought of me. I was always paranoid about, what do they think of me? What are they going to think if I say this or do that or act this way or whatever? And I'm kind of a zany, kind of wacky person. And, and what if somebody reads that wrong? And I forced myself to stop worrying about that. Much like I used to hate mushrooms. Well, I just forced myself to eat them all the time, and now I love them.
I love a mushroom.
So I started doing that, and it kind of just ebbed away. I don't worry too much about what other people are going to think now. I just walk into the room, walk up to the first person I see, shake their hand, and go, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Take it. And
it either works or it doesn't. And if it doesn't work, I say, "Have a great day." And if it does work, we're talking.
Right. Yeah. That's smart. I mean, just put yourself in motion and sound like the more that you did it, the less scary it was.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of comfort zone. Of course, we do things that are uncomfortable all the time, personal things. And it's just a matter of doing it over and over again until it becomes second nature, until it becomes comfortable. Just like going down that big rocky downhill. Yeah, maybe you're not ready for it now, but if you work your way up to it, you're going to be just fine.
That's a great analogy. Damn. Spokesman. Jeez. Tell the folks, with all the traveling and all the content that you're making, tell the folks where they can see some of this good stuff that you're putting out and will be putting out.
I'm hoping I have enough content to fill me out through the end of the year. I release everything on the YouTube channel, which is spokesmanmtb.com. Spokesman MTB is one word. And, or not Spokesman MTB. I'm sorry. The YouTube channel is just Spokesman MTB. I do own spokesmanmtb.com, and I do post my videos there, but I'm a little out of date. I haven't updated that in a few months, but everything is there also. And yeah, I've got a few videos left from the great big road trip. And then I'm trying to throw a few things together through the end of the year until I put together my big 2024 year-end video.
Those are always great. I love those.
Nice.
Yeah.
The recaps.
Yes.
Especially from someone who drove all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
7,000 miles on this last one.
Yeah. And Joey's actually pointing to something on his screen right there. He's saying also. Oh, yeah, there's Steve.
I remember turning around the corner in Bentonville to go pick him up, go get and just seeing this branch through his, not the branch, the whole tree through his windshield.
Oh yeah. Oh
that was a crazy time. And I mean, Johnny, you helped me out big that day. Johnny drove me around for a while, and we got breakfast together with a few other guys that were affected by the tornado that tore through Bentonville during the Bike Fest.
Yeah.
And I can't thank you enough, Johnny, for all your help.
Oh, you're my boy.
And yeah, I mean, and it was just great to be able to sit down and talk to you, just to get to know you. That was the real treat. Was getting to meet all the wonderful people.
That was the best. Hanging out at the festival that day.
That was good. That was good. Man, Spokesman, awesome lessons on that and good perspective from where you're coming from. And dude, I can't wait to see more of your stuff. And of course, always look forward to the recap. Recap's always so good.
Right on. Thanks so much for everything, guys. I love you all so much. And I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, sounds like Sunday.
Brother. Hopefully. Sunday.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I got the YT decoy on the back of the truck, and it has a charger.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
All right. Have a good night,
brother.
Steve.
Good night.
Take care.
Oh, you get to hang out with him this weekend. I'm FOMOing again.
Yeah, get on a flight. Get out here.
Get the boat. Oh,
Yeah, bring the boat. Bring the boat.
Really long time.
It's possible though.
4 months later.
All right, we're down to 3, folks. If you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, it's the owner of Versus Tires, Brian Gong and Heather Munive, and it is going to land on Brian Gong, the Gonger.
The Gonger.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to stand up. My butt was hurting.
Your butt was hurting?
It was a comfortable chair.
Johnny, take this one. Take it.
Hello.
In-N-Out Burger. Can we take your order?
Do an In-N-Out Burger. Yeah, I could use an In-N-Out Burger. Actually, ironic.
Right now.
I had an In-N-Out Burger for lunch today. Yeah.
Oh,
so ironic you say that. Right? What's up, fellas?
what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Brian Gong on the show. Brian, you're live with Johnny Yu, Joey Yates, and we have a live chat going as well.
Oh, well, thank you guys for including me on your great podcast. And I've been listening. Great timing, too, by the way. It was good content to listen to while I finished up a ride wrap job for a customer. So, yeah, I was multitasking.
Dude, that is awesome. Yeah. And for the folks who don't know, it's like Brian Gong is like a bike shop without the brick and mortar. I mean, you have access to so many brands and they can buy directly through you. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's kind of a crazy situation, but yeah, I can take care of people's bikes, bike parts, and it's a good time to get people on bikes.
I love it. I love it. Cool. Right? Isn't that cool? And Brian, tell them where they could. How can they, like, if somebody wanted a Yeti or a Santa Cruz or whatever you have access to, how would they get in touch with you to order a bike?
Wow.
I actually have an OnlyFans page.
Do you really?
I have an OnlyFans page. So, we're talking about YouTubers and influencers, right? So you got to jump on that bandwagon of subscription service, right?
I do too.
No, really, I have a second Instagram page. And it's the Gonger OF. So that's my OnlyFans. The Gongers OF page on Instagram.
Oh, got it. That's where they can get you. Okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of a play on words, obviously, and picking back the reputation what OF is and that popularity or whatever it is,
Right.
So yeah, so the Gonger OF IG page I kind of dedicated strictly for bike sales and promotions and specials I'm doing and wrap jobs, the ride wrap installations and stuff.
Wow.
And it came about because of COVID. During COVID, people were hitting me up to help them sell their used bikes, and in turn, they wanted to buy a new bike. So, I was doing that and helping the community, and so I was like, I need to create a separate channel just for that kind of activity.
Right.
So, came out to Brian Gong OF and just kind of building that. But my normal Instagram, where I post about it, just most of my mountain biking content is on the Gonger on Instagram.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Oh,
that. So you do have an OnlyFans page, the Gonger OF.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Good play on words, right? It makes it memorable at least.
It is. It's
No, I was
really
going to say I have an OnlyFans page, but it's not bikes. It's my feet. I'm killing it. But maybe I should.
The key. If anything, we all know the mountain bike community is pretty much non-judgmental, right? So you do you, boo. You do you.
It's just my feet.
Those toes, are they clipped or clipless?
Right.
Or flats. Oh man. Well, Gonger, I think this is great to have you on because you having almost like a full-on bike shop but no brick and mortar, you have access to so many brands. There's definitely got to be some lessons that you gleaned this year that you could share. Is there a lesson that you would like to share that you learned, or something cool that really happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, when it comes to lessons learned, I think my professional background has been sales and service in the retail world, and my parents were retailers in the sporting good industry, and they were self-employed. So the old sayings of retail. Customer is always right. Do your job with a smile. Customer service is everything. Especially when I grew up in a small town, reputation was everything when it came to my parents, brick and mortar business. And I still apply that professionally and in the mountain biking world as well with what I do with bike sales and stuff. And I think that, helps create a great customer experience. Right. And
totally.
I've been blessed to been able to do that and reach the community and help the community and, do both those things that I love.
That's awesome. Yeah. Like a lesson that you learned from your parents' business, moving it to what you do today. And it's been paying off.
Yeah. And I think piggybacking on some of the comments from the show tonight, like, about padding up, like I learned long ago, Murphy's Law is, I could ride my local trail I've ridden 200 times, like, oh, I forgot my pads, or I don't need my pads. I've ridden this thing 200 times, I know it like the back of my hand, and that's when I'm going to fall. So I literally ride, elbow pads, knee pads, and actually Colorado Kid birthday ride that we did up in Nevada City, I went, it was our first trail we dropped. I actually crashed and opened up my forearm underneath an elbow pad, and it required 16 staples to close it up.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So that was, just reinforced a lesson learned. Like, I always pad up, regardless if it's blue, black, double black, bike park, trail. You got to check your ego. Like, I've got enough scars, and, we all know it's not a matter of if you're going to crash, it's when you're going to crash and how bad, right?
Right. Yeah. Dirt tax is always out there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
man, another good lesson.
Yeah. So I definitely piggyback off that comment. And, I think the other thing is about community. We're all in the mountain bike community, and that's how I met you guys, right? And that's how I met a lot of, great friends and contacts throughout this industry, is just the love of the community and what we do and the passion for what we do.
Yeah. I like you're right. You're right. The community, the passion is all there. MTB Ferals are in the chat. What's up, guys? They said, what pads are your favorite, Brian?
Well, I will say I am Cali Protective sponsored. So I wear Cali Protective's elbow pads. And before that, because I'm transitioning until they die out, I was wearing 7 IDPs, the Sam Hills, like a lot of people wear. But Cali is sending me a set of their Rage knee pads to wear. And as far as the helmet, I love their helmets. They have the best industry warranty, I should say, or crash replacement. It's a lifetime crash replacement, and it's free. Where I actually saw a competitor's brand email blast that said the same thing, lifetime, crash replacement warranty. But when you read the fine print, it was 50% off the replacement, where Cali's is 100% free.
Yeah.
So protective gear right now is Cali Protectives. I love the fact that they're also local to me. They're local out of Morgan Hill, which is close to my hometown I grew up in.
Yeah, they're out of Morgan, and they are. I gotta say, I got a chance to rock their DH Invader for the last races that I did in Canada, and man, those helmets are really comfortable. The whole like, quit putting hard stuff next to your head, like put some soft stuff there, and the technology that goes in there. I even love the way that the helmet feels on your head. It actually feels like I'm wearing a beanie versus kind of like around the crown of my head. The way that it sits on there, it feels snug.
Yeah, it's been a good fit for me, for my head personally. And, your podcast with Brad, the owner, and Jason's a personal friend, they're great people, right? And just, you have even more respect for what they're trying to do in their product. And then, Trail Pimp, I ran into him at North Star. Guess, shocker, I ran into North Star, and I sent that picture of you. He was rocking that Invader DH helmet that he won from your podcast. And
yes,
we were at North Star that day, and he had it on.
That was so awesome. Yeah, I think MTB Sheen Queen won that on the Spin the Wheel, and then she donated it to Trail Pimp because he had just taken a big crash, and so she's yeah, give it to him, and he was stoked.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a good example of our community right working right there.
Yep, good juju.
Super good juju. Oh man. Brian, thank you so much for jumping on the podcast. I really appreciate it. It's always good to have you in the show, in the studio. Tell the folks one more time where they can reach out to you if they need to get anything.
Instagram DeGonger is on Instagram, or my OF page, DeGonger OF on Instagram. Pleasure having talking to you guys. Thanks for including me with this great group of mountain biking community influencers, and looking forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. I'm coming down right now, plan to be at Laguna Bike Fest. So I hope to see all of you guys that weekend. It's actually the weekend. Thank God it's the weekend after my event, because my event, the NorCal Gathering, is the weekend before. So some of the SoCal guys that you guys know are coming up to my gathering, and then the following weekend I'm turning around and go down there, and I'll be in your guys' hood for that festival.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm sure like Casey, the Angry Wolverine's probably gonna pop up there.
Yep, and some of the Yeti local tribe guys are that are friends of mine are coming up.
Dang.
So, and then we'll spend the weekend up in NorCal, riding some great places. We got Downeyville on Friday, Mount Huff on Saturday, and then Mills Peak on Sunday. And if you have never heard of Mount Huff, Single Track Magazine just dropped an article on Mount Huff. Like, it's gonna turn into the next NorCal mecca of mountain biking destination. 38 miles, like 70 miles of total shuttleable trails. Bright BKXC's property is right there, Everstoke. That's actually where we're centralizing for my gathering, is at Everstoke, so it's right there. So interesting read if you guys from SoCal want a destination up here to go take a look at.
Damn, yeah. I want to go. I want to go. Yeah.
Well, you know how Santa Cruz is. You've been here with me before. You don't need to wait. Just come up. Let me know you're coming.
I know. I loved it, man. Got the nice Santa Cruz tour, and we got the local knowledge from the rains, which trails were good, which ones were not, and the ones that we went on were so fun. So fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah. I think I did poop in the poop chute though.
Aptly named, right? Aptly named. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. Get together at Laguna Bike Fest, and then I think we'll all see each other at Sedona again.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Gong. Yes.
Yeah, boy. Thank you.
Yeah,
thanks for having me. Have a good night.
You too, bro.
Have a good night.
Right.
Woo, man. That's freaking awesome. Brian Gong.
Nice guy.
Super nice guy. But yeah, if you need anything, you can contact Brian Gong. Just put him in your Rolodex, and then compare, because he has access to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Big dude.
Yeah, super big dude. I think Brian is 6. I might mess this up, Brian. Like 6'2", 6'5". Maybe 6'5". I almost say big taller.
You had his butt up the whole time, so I didn't. But he just looks like.
We're just looking at his butt.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's
Put it back out there for you. Yeah. Super, super good. Good, dude. All right, we got 2 left.
We've
Let's
got
see.
9 people left.
It might be too late for these ones, but we can try. Let's go for it.
Too late for them. I don't want to hear it.
Trying to flip a coin or spin the wheel. No, just
You
kidding.
get on the phone with Mark. Kill this segment.
Who's it
Here
gonna
we
be?
go. Is it gonna be?
You can't get on the phone with Mark Hill.
Here.
Get on the phone with Mark
It's
Hill.
Heather Munive, folks. Okay. Let's see if Miss Heather,
Tonight on the
Answer.
segment podcast.
tonight on the segment podcast, they call Heather Munive.
Thank you for calling, Heather. I'm not angry.
Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can get.
Please leave your message for 9.
Oh, cut. Oh man. So yes,
Yeah.
I figured it would be too late. Heather was actually at the San Diego Zoo earlier today, and she was with family, so it was definitely going to be a stretch to have her on the show. But
Who's next? Who's next?
I don't know.
Well, we got Scott with versus tires. Let's see. It might be too late for Scott too, because he is a family man.
I'm a little giddy with Heather too. When I saw her in Bentonville,
Yeah, there she is, right there.
my buddy Mike from Red Bike Mike and Colin from Ace Bike Media, we came down dragon scales or something like this. And all of a sudden, I'm stopped, and all of a sudden, she just comes down and she goes, "Shh. Heather, hey, how's it going?" And she's just like, "Do you know anything about this trail system?" I'm like, "I know, I'm new like you."
Oh, is this Scott?
Yeah.
Hey, Scott. You are the very last one from the Spin the Wheel. Sorry it's so late, bro.
Oh, no problem. We're actually worked out better. We just got back from BMX.
Oh, there you go.
nice.
Awesome. We have your voice is live, and on the segment podcast, we have a live chat going, and we also have Johnny U, Mountain Bike Q&A, host of Mountain Bike Q&A, and Joey Yates.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's going
What's
on?
up?
Yo, we're good, and we've had some really fun guests tonight pop on, and it's all about like kind of like what are the lessons that they have learned or something cool that they've experienced in the year. We've had quite a bit of variety and hardly anything the same,
Rad.
which has been cool, right? And
drinking?
what's that, Johnny?
You been drinking?
Yes, a little bit. But yeah, Scott, we wanted to ask you, owner of Versus Tires, pretty awesome, sweet tires, by the way. Johnny, have you had a chance to see those tires?
To see him, I have a pair on my bike now.
Yes.
Yeah, and I met Scott out there at the Rod and Shines.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah, I did a whole little. I did a reel. I did an ASMR reel of me putting them on my bike.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I'm not kidding. It's a really good one. But I digress.
Yes, well, we got to see that. We got to pop that on there. Scott, your tires are awesome. Already the chat's going off here. We got MTB Brad Dad saying Scott's awesome. Trail Pimp is inviting people over to Snow Summit. A little update on that. I guess Summit's last weekend, but the 38 and the 330 are closed. You have to go on the 18 last weekend, and no smoke so far, so that's good. But Scott, when it comes to lessons you've learned being a business owner, and or on the bike or in person, in your personal life, what would be a lesson that you really kind of got your attention this last year?
I mean, for me, it works with anything, but I would say just to keep going, right? Like there's been so many tribulations and there's so many tribulations in your life, and you have to like figure out where you want to go and just keep moving towards that no matter what. And it's like, I mean, in business and with Versus and anybody that was patient enough with the Keep Abreast tires and the 8,000 delays that we had, it's just, I just believed in it. And I wanted to do that with Keep Abreast and just bring awesome tires, and even just Versus in general, just do something different. And if you look back at the pink bike, the day that I launched, there was so much hate against the splatter tires and all that stuff, but I thought it was something that we should have as mountain bikers. We should be able to have something different than just a black tire, and just thought it was something fun and cool and just ran with it. And then obviously with the teals and the pinks and all the different colors, it's just ignore what people haters say, I guess you could say. And just keep with your vision or your belief and just keep moving forward. And that works with anything in life, you know, like you can get beat down and there's all these crazy things that could happen, but it's not always going to be like that. You just have to keep moving towards what you want to move towards. And, I mean, that goes for anything, like, you know, business, life, raising a kid, whatever it might be. It's just, you know, just know that you want to get where you want to get, and it's gonna, it'll get better if there's a roller coaster, right? You might be at the bottom one day, but then the next you can be up the top. So you just gotta keep plugging away.
Dude, I love that. Yeah, because you never know, if you quit, you never know where you are, where it's going to be, and or how close you were to the breakthrough.
Oh yeah, that's 100% true, and I've done that before. Like I mean, I taught myself design by starting a clothing company. Or you call it a clothing company, but it was really just, I mean, t-shirts. But it's like, I look back at that, and I wasn't, and this was 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and I'm old. But you look back at that, it's like, I wasn't that far away from probably actually having that work really good. And that's part of why I did Versus too, was just because it's like, I've had all these ideas, and I've half started. Like I was working on a sock company. Like, this is again 15 years ago. I was like, yeah, because there's no action sports, there's no snowboarding, skateboarding socks, and I'm like, okay, doing it. And then it's like, and then I got a call from one of the partners in the stand. They're like, hey, do you want to help us do a logo? We're doing a sock company with the guys from Skull Candy. I'm like, oh, well, there goes that idea.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I fully gave up on it there, and it's like, I didn't have to. I could have kept going with it, and it's like, you just have to do it, right? I mean, cheesy as that sounds, just do it, but just go for it, and work at it, and just keep going towards your vision, and just keep plugging away.
Yeah. I think that's definitely the key there is just keep moving forward, you know, because you just, like you said, you never know how close or how far, but when you quit, it's done. It's like over. It's like, man.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, and you can't, and also, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect right off the bat. You know, like I'm sure you've learned with your podcast and with your videos. Like you look at some of the older videos that a lot of the influencers have done, and you go to the stuff now, like the Trail Dog guys, like their new videos, like Aaron and it all looks visually so rad. Like they've nailed their camera settings, and it looks super, super amazing.
Yes.
But that takes time to get there. You know, like you have to, with anything. Like I just tell my kid, I'm like, anything you want to do in life, for anything, it's gonna be hard, right? There's nothing you're just gonna get out and smash right off the bat. Like if you do, it's really beginner's luck. It does happen occasionally, but for the most part, anything worth doing is going to be difficult, and you're going to have to get through the trials and tribulations to get to where you want to get.
Yeah, God, love that. Johnny, it looks like you're really agreeing with that. This one's hitting you.
No, I love the fact that, like, to be a successful, you can't give up. You gotta believe in your beliefs, and you gotta believe in your product, and believe in what you want to do. And I think that's the people that become successful keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talk about hating.
Yeah, there's gonna be terrible stuff you have to get through, no matter what. You know, like you just gotta just know that you're gonna get to where you want to get, and just keep going for it.
Yeah,
Black tires. That's so 1990s. No, seriously, that's one thing that drew me to the tires, because I don't even know if you guys are old enough. I used to rock Panaracers tires. Do you know those?
I don't.
I used to have a blue bike, and they would have blue or red or different colors.
Blue,
and that's just to give a little oomph to your bike, a little something. But the fact that these tires are also good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's for me. I was an '80s kid, right? And we had blue tires, and we had yellow tires, and red tires, and all these crazy things. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, we're riding bikes. You know, like it doesn't have to be serious, or it doesn't have to be so serious. It's just like we're having fun. As soon as you get on the bike, you're having a good time. So why not make your bike look cool and be extra stoked on it? And like you said, like I appreciate that you do like them and they work well, but it's like it wouldn't be the same if they were kind of crap tires that no one liked. Like
Yeah.
people do like them; they ride really well. So it
Mhm.
just adds an extra layer of fun or uniqueness that you can do. That you can kind of express yourself in a different way.
Yeah. Man, I do like that too. The whole keep going thing kind of goes with the whole tire theme as well.
Yeah.
Just keep going, keep rolling, keep moving forward, right? Like that?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, even with the verses, right? It's like that's the one site I had so many names that they were all terrible. Like I didn't like any of them, and it's just I couldn't figure out what it was for like a year and a half. I was working on this without a name, and then once versus, it's like, oh my gosh, no, that's perfect because it's like versus yourself. Like there's that one thing that I had like versus the mountain, versus the trail, versus your friends, versus the dentist, like versus yourself. Like it'd just be, how you want to. You gotta challenge, even the challenge everything. It just works. You gotta plug away, and it's kind of, it's really a life motto. I mean, not saying it's necessarily mine from the beginning, but I guess as you get older and you kind of experience more things, you realize that there's always going to be challenges, and you have to just keep going.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like adversity, challenges is the greatest professor of life, right? Because there are ways to get through them, but you got to learn how to do it and you got to put the energy behind it to get through it, over it, around it, figure it out, unlock it, whatever it is. But you learn.
Yeah, with anything, right? Like it doesn't with anything. Like, and that's one nice thing about school. Everybody would say like you can I taught myself design, and I would go speak to schools and talk about kids and review portfolios and stuff like that. It's like you can do it on your own, but it's way better if you're at a school, and you're way better if you can learn from other people's mistakes, reading books and stuff like that. Like it's all just growing, and it's like if you can learn from other people, it's a lot nicer, a lot better than learning on your own. During having your hard mistakes, be the ones that teach you. Learn from other people's.
Yeah. Johnny, you look like you're going to say something to that.
No, I'm just trying to keep myself up straight.
East Coast time. Johnny's on East Coast time.
He's East Coast. It's like midnight for him.
I know. He's got your tires pulled up right there.
No, that's a pan eraser.
Is that a pan eraser?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh, man.
Pan eraser Fire XC Pro. What?
Wow. You may not be able to get those today, but you can definitely get Versus tires. I do, man, when I was in Canada at the Horseshoe and I was dropping in on those trails, so many people those pink tires that I had, and the fact that they said I love boobies on it too. So I had like two different markets. I had the guys who were like, yo, like those tires. And then I had everybody going, those are the sickest pink tire. I've never seen anything like that. Where can I get those? So it was.
I think in your last video, every time you started a trail, there was somebody you could hear in the distance go, "Nice tires."
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I felt like I was with the like prettiest tires in the mountain.
They're like,
was
you know that
very,
guy with the tires.
It was really cool. It was really cool. Scott, as a business owner, as a family man, as everything, I love the fact that your lesson was keep moving forward. Thank
you.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's good. And then tell the folks if they're interested or the first time they're hearing this podcast and they're like, "What's a Versus tires and where can I get some?" Tell the folks where they can find them.
Yeah, so it's mainly, we have a couple shops, but it's mainly on the website, versustires.com. On the Instagram, you can go to Versus Tires, and and then we have some at a few shops, Core North in Meridian, Idaho, Dream Runs in Orange County, and Howler out in Springfield, Missouri. We're working on getting into, people constantly ask about dealers, and we're working on that. That's our plan for spring. But nice. For the time being, it's all for the most part direct. We have pink tires, steel tires, splatter tires. All of the colors are kind of low. So if you were thinking about getting them, you should probably do it soon because those pink ones, there's not a lot left.
Wow. And those just came in. So those are a hot item. And
there's the last shipment, the production finally finished like 2 weeks ago, and the last tires I'm going to have are on a boat. All the ones that have been sent out so far have been FedExed as they get finished from Taiwan.
Oh,
So yeah, and there won't be any more, at least this year, maybe next. But that's all we got. All we got.
yeah, get on and get them. That's amazing. Definitely. Definitely. We got some folks here in the chat. MTB Rad Dad saying, just put my replacement teal one on a little bit ago. And then he says, those are gravel tires mostly. He says, had some guys yell out about my teal tires last weekend. Yeah, they get a lot of attention.
I know.
Well, yeah, it's a visual, right? Like, and it's for a small business that doesn't have a huge marketing budget. Like, that was part of my plan, was to do that. And then people like the tires, so it's like, oh, check it out. No, they work great. Like, it's a visual thing that people. It's a conversation starter. And I appreciate everybody like you and everybody else. It's like so much helped hype up the tires and told people about them, and don't mind stopping and to ask, answering questions when people ask what kind of tires they were, because that's helped my business a ton. Like it's you probably have seen some Instagram ads from me in the past few months for Versus, but that's it, right? Like I'm a rounding error for Maxxis or one of the larger brands. Like, I don't have the budget that anything even remotely close to even the smallest one. So it's all word of mouth, and it's all done on people being stoked on the product and stoked on the story and wanting to support, what we're working on.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Versus Tires, folks, the owner of Versus Tires right here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Oh, man. Thank you for jumping on, brother.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And definitely see you soon. Let's get some laps in soon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Good night, Scott.
Good night.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Good morning.
Woo.
It's technically morning for you now, right?
It's now officially morning for me.
Is it? Okay, it's 12:01. Johnny,
is this a 3-hour record?
We got it. This is a 3-hour record. This is the longest podcast. I got a text message from Heather Munive. Here we go. Reading this. Mark, exclamation points. I am so sorry. Tell the whole live show I couldn't answer. I'm in a 15-passenger van coming home from the zoo.
Oh,
with the baby,
put her on.
with the baby and 2 3-year-olds that finally just fell asleep. We're all barely even breathing to not make noise and wake them. I couldn't answer. I'm sorry. Tear emojis she has on there. She's so sweet. Yes.
Yeah,
in that situation before with kids. Don't wake the babies.
I should use that excuse.
Yes. Yes.
This was a lot of fun.
This was good.
I mean, I am completely and utterly exhausted. Not gonna lie, but it was totally worth it. I mean,
I hope you work a 4-day week, Johnny.
No, I've got a long day tomorrow. But to Mark's, you do this really well. You come up with a theme. You have a theme and you roll with it. And I think that made this so really fun, because you had so many different people. Like when you first had me on, you had all these little mountain biker guys come on, and I had to talk to them. You're good at this. You're good at this, and I'm giving you what Adam Mogg would say, flowers. You got to be good at this, and I appreciate you having me on to do this. That's all the nice crap I'm ever going to say to you guys.
No, it takes a lot of people to put these things on. I mean, all the people that jumped on, that answered the text message to be able to volunteer. That was a lot of people. So, man, and that's kudos to you and I and Joey. Like, people going, yeah, I trust them to jump on the show and share something kind of personal, which was great. There was a lot of good pearls tonight.
Yeah, just maybe that list could have been smaller.
I didn't know that many people were going to say yes. I was like, oh my God, I don't know.
You're the man. You are the man. You got them on.
Yeah, some of the cool ones though. Like, what were some of the pearls that I know you want to go to bed. You're like, come on, Mark, stop. But what were some of the ones that really struck you?
I liked. I don't even remember. Seabass. Seabass, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah, that was good.
Good.
That was good.
They're the ones where you don't know what you know until you know.
Yeah.
I like Scotch. Just keep going. Keep going. You're going to have haters, whatever. If you believe in yourself, just keep doing. It's kind of what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm doing. Do I have all the numbers yet? No, I don't care. I believe in what I'm doing. I'm having fun doing it. One day I'll have Mark Hill and Joey Yates numbers, but just keep going. Keep going.
Yes, definitely. So
I think everybody just threw in a bunch, and if you pile it up, it's like a good little, like you want to rest your head on it at night. It's like here's all this great advice, and you just, I can do something better with my life now, knowing a little bit more.
Yeah, and then like like some of the bigger creators like Colorado Kid and Jess the Maker talking about even them like asking for help and going through like the business part of things where it's uncomfortable. No one's taught them and they're figuring it out, like getting braver, asking the questions, asking for what they're worth. I mean,
there's no handbook.
Yeah, right.
With these guys, there's no handbook. Like Seabass is now playing around with Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
You think some dude who's fucking it over some jumps knows how to deal with a contract with a huge company like that?
Right?
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's dumb because he's obviously an incredibly intelligent man, or he wouldn't be as successful as he is. But
yes, yeah. The whole thing about time as well, like spending your time. I think that was JT, right? Figuring out that time is like is one thing that we get X amount of, but we don't know how much we have left, and you got to be figuring out the best way to spend it.
I think I just got a second win now, man. Let's spin
that wheel again, Joey. No.
Someone in the chats with that JT one said that children or kids spell love TIME.
Yeah,
which was good.
Yeah, that was Marty, I think, wrote that. The guy with 8 kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marty's spending time with them, man. Right? God, it's
I never knew Spokesman was shy.
I didn't know that either.
That was new to me. I mean, that guy's just always wants to reach out and say hi and talk to you. And I love that he used to be shy and he outgrew that and just moved forward and took chances.
I met him in Venice.
We never met the shy Steve.
Right.
No. Yeah.
You see the Spokesman. Yeah.
Good comedy in that is I used to be shy as well.
That's why I'm wearing this hat today.
Yeah, I used to be shy, and I just broke out of that shell.
Really?
Big time. I burned that shell down.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he made some great points about that. Is like, friendships can be free. You just gotta put yourself out there a little bit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, then you may have gained a lifelong friend. You just never know.
Seems like 3 more hours.
There he is. 3 more hours.
Love.
Have fun.
Kaz is saying that's why I keep writing, because of the consistency of the community. Oh, that's perfect. Definitely. That's awesome. Johnnie, for the folks who are listening, don't forget to tune in to Mountain Bike Q&A. Johnnie, like and subscribe his channel. He's growing the podcast. You have a show next week, I believe, and normally they're on
tentatively. Yes. I'm scheduling one with he's racing right now. I don't know, or he's not. I don't know what he's doing. He's a van lifer and he's a rider, and we're communicating. So yes, I'm hoping. I don't want to put his name out yet, but I think he was kind of a local here, so he's shredded.
Nice.
So it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, your sticker wall's growing too.
Huh?
I said your sticker wall's also growing. Look at that.
I've got so many more that I've got to put up, and but you can't do it without a reel.
Yes, this is true. Those reels that you
I haven't had time to don't have time.
I'm surprised doing small though.
What's that?
I said I'm surprised that Brett's sticker is so small on your wall there.
He's on every single cup I own. Except for the one tonight, because I know JT was coming.
Oh, there you go. The Dusty.
Literally, the pandas all over my house.
JT doesn't know, but I think about that guy every day. I have my awesome bike rack that works great in my garage only because of him and his channel and his garage. I reached out and found out that where to get that bike rack, and I love it. It's the one up.
Such a great human being.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, such a great guy.
That's great. Joe, oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Mark, because Steve wants 3 more hours.
Yeah.
Don't you find it like you have kids and stuff like that? And you got a job, you're whatever. I don't know how these content creators do it.
Time.
Do you ever have trouble finding time other than doing like a ride video? Because but the other stuff that involves a script or time to put together, how do they do it?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I don't have the same production skills and time to do like some really, really cool, good stuff. I just go, that's good enough. Let's throw it out there because I don't have time.
Oh my God, what was the last one? Oh, the last stupid one I got, and I'm so upset it didn't do very well. And I'll stop talking. My new bike stand. It took me like an hour to do. Putting the camera here, and I'm not doing anything outside because it still feels like 105 here. So I did it in here. It took forever. I'm like, it's gonna blow up. This is gonna be good. New bike stand, cool shots, ASMR.
Right. And
please. So disappointing. I make fun of my brother-in-law's bike. I got 80,000 views.
Dude, yes, that's what I was just pulling up. 80,000 views. You're like, what's this thing? The dork disc? You're like, what is this thing?
No, he's got a reflector on there. I'm like, what is there? A lot of traffic on the trails?
Right. Oh, so good. It's this one right here.
I see when people say,
this got 80,000. And didn't it get like 21,000 on YouTube or something like that?
It got 12, but it got 80,000. I think it's at 80.
Yeah.
That's my first big one. Yeah, 84 points. Look at that rusty chain.
Dang, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh man. I love that. You just never know what's gonna take off, but as long as you're having fun, I mean, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fun. Like you said. I digress.
It's fun, yeah.
Johnny, thank you for jumping on the podcast. Tell Lauren we said hi. Hopefully there's room for you on the bed still.
Second bedroom.
And then
thank you guys for having me on. I really appreciate it. You reached out tonight and said, hey,
yes,
you want to come on? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or have to talk to her.
That's all.
Oh, she's right behind the wall. I can see her.
Man, I can see her. I think she has a knife now too. Great.
And I want to thank everybody out there in the comment section or is watching this later on. Thank you.
Yes.
You can do that.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you all in the chats for joining. I know this was a long one, but it was full of good pearls. And we appreciate everybody for being part of the show and tuning in. We still have people on right now that are watching us as we're closing the show down, which is pretty epic. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Johnny, you are going to blow up. I swear you are. Make sure you tune into Mountain Bike Q&A usually on Wednesday nights, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And you actually have a show next week, so that'll be good. Yes. And for those of you who are listening, I always like to end it on a good note. Make sure that whatever life brings your way, always know that you put your hard work into something that you believe in, and all your hard work is always going to pay off in one way, shape, or form. So like a lot of people said tonight, just keep moving forward, go through it. If you fail forward. You find yourself on the other side, just like on a bike. Just keep pedaling before you know you're at the top of the hill, and time to go down and have some fun. And Johnny, you want to take us out with your patented close?
Now, folks, if you can, go get your bikes dirty.
Yes, I love it.